This is Obama! Get down! Alright, let's turn this shit off. Alright, folks. We're doing a live episode of Visit Kino in about an hour. But I thought it would be fun if we looked at some of the entries, the early entries to the Mumkey Jones third biannual short film contest. I announced it about 2 days ago, and as always, some people submitted their film within a day. And believe it or not, the films submitted in one day have never gotten into the festival. So I thought, I haven't watched any of these yet. I maybe saw half of this first one. But I thought it'd be fun if we all watched together these early entries. And just for the Twitch mods who might be watching this stream, we're watching a series of YouTube videos, and if anything pops up that I think violates the terms of service, I'm going to immediately turn it off. I do not intend to show anything that breaks the rules, but we're going into these videos blind, and I will certainly stop any of the films if I think they go too far. So I'm not trying to break any rules here, folks. I'm not trying to. The white jacket makes you look like a cult leader. No, this is the lab coat. Lab coat kit is back. I think I'm going to wear this lab coat at the live show in Manhattan this Friday and Saturday, folks. It's not too late to get tickets. Twitter.com/Asterios if you want to see me live in Manhattan this weekend. But with that being said, oh, and I really hate wearing these big headphones when I'm talking, but I guess I'll have to live with it. Let's pull up the first entry, the very first entry. Where did the display capture? There we go. All right, this is the first entry that I received. Let me know if I need to turn up the audio. I'll be checking the chat. This is called Samuel's Revenge Against the Stabber. Let's take a look.
Oh, what a nice day to come home to my nice house. I finally get to relax. What's that noise from behind? Fuck.
I think he's being murdered. This is too bloody and gory for me. I can't handle it.
Oh, I'm dying.
Can you believe this only took him 1 day?
Ha 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 ha. Ha. You die. I'm stabbing you.
Special effects budget is very high.
He's in critical state. We have to do CPR. 3, 2, 1.
Better than Infinity War. Whoa! What the fuck? Come on! That's not cool, kid. You're like fucking 9. Oh. Okay.
I'm in the hospital. That guy stabbed me to death. I have to get revenge.
The whole movie takes place in the same corner of his house. Oh, thank you. Happy Nutella Day to you, too. I need to turn back on the sound effects.
This is for my face.
Oh, he said the F word.
But Samuel, you don't understand. Samuel, I'm your brother.
How?
Spare my life.
It's not even halfway over.
To try to help you. I don't feel like
Is that a wig or is that his hair? Because that is some cool ass hair. But I suspect he's wearing a wig. Meme is blocked by the mods? That can't be right.
But I'm a zombie now. I'm back from the dead.
Holy shit, this is good. He has brown hair.
Fuck am I? Oh, I'm back from the dead. Brains.
Does this kid have some kind of neurological impairment? I don't think so.
God, why?
Oh no, it's a wig. He has the same hair as me.
What's the point? Yeah, we're gonna battle. Fucking wig is itchy. You died.
Is he wearing a pink guy shirt? Is that a Filthy Frank t-shirt?
Let's have a truce.
Yeah, we can call this kid Glue Kid. That makes sense to me. I was going to submit a short film, but I don't think this could be topped, so why bother?
Alright, let's shake on.
Did we really need a cut for that take?
Alright, let's have a truce.
No, that's it.
Just kidding. I don't feel like it.
That's it. Okay. Well. Okay. I don't want to show off anybody's email address, so I'm gonna... Nope. I'm gonna hide the display capture while I load up the next movie, and I want to add... I always mess up the sound effects for donations. Let's see if I can fix it. What's this fucking website? Streamlabs, that's right. Well, folks, what'd you guys think of Glue Kid and his Samuel revenge story? I think the competition is really tough this year, and we might have a front runner for victory already. How could you beat that? I don't even... The required sentence was, I think, I don't feel like it or something like it. I think he said that. I don't remember. Sound effects on the alert box. Here we go. Let's see. Follows. No. Subscriptions. Yeah, let's do that. Sound volume. We're going to have to turn it right back down when Izukino starts, but fuck it. Maybe we'll get a subscriber in the next 45 minutes. Donations. Let's go to volume up. Save. And bits too. Why not? Why not? All right, I'll go back to the chat. Let's see what everybody thought of that film. I bet the kids say, "Shut the fuck up, Mom. I'm making a movie." Everybody give me money. I came up with Glue Kid's name. Okay. Makes sense to me. All right, let's see what else we got in here. That was the very first entry. Here's the second one. Oh, no, it's just him again. Okay, here's the actual second one. But I have to download it. I'm not going to download that right now. Here's a YouTube one. Perfect. Hello, Mumkey. My film was made using the Rockstar editor. Also, if somehow you think I should cut anything, let me know, because I would love to watch it on Twitch with my pals when the day comes. It sounds like sounds like this one might not be Twitch appropriate, but it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, so... Oh, it's just footage of Grand Theft Auto, and it has a bunch of music that's going to get the stream taken down. Okay, we'll save this one for later. Can't do anything that's going to trigger the copyright system. Here's one. Ooh, it's slightly over time. It's 5 seconds over time, but I think I'll allow it. Okay, here's one we could watch. It's called Junior Ludovico. I think that's the name of the technique used in the Clockwork Orange. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Audio's only coming in one ear.
I know this mask looks a bit silly. However, I cannot show my face for legal and security reasons. And the only other mask I have is one of those stupid V for Vendetta things. We all know how played out the Guy Fawkes mask has become. My favorite book, getting back on track here, has always been A Clockwork Orange, ever since my 6th birthday when my weird aunt gave it to me. No, not to the degree that I care of copycat crimes. I have never liked those parts of the book. I'm much more fascinated by the Ludovico technique.
Raise the sound.
Undesirable tendencies by disturbing images coupled with nauseating drugs. Which sounds stupid now that I am saying it out loud. I've been doing some experimenting though. You'll recall that in A Clockwork Orange, they inject hours of the nausea-inducing drug.
It's very hard to hear from me too.
Shows the true incompetence of the system depicted in the book. If you do it correctly, you can force someone to off of or onto a habit or tendency with nothing more than visuals and noises. For example, take this phone number.
I can't understand him either. I have no idea what the fuck he's saying. And it's as loud as it can be.
How happy is the little stone that rambles in the road alone, and never cares about careers, and exigencies never fears, whose coat of elemental brown a passing universe put on.
He loves to tenderize the competition before he eats them.
Roger Ebert would call this art.
Now I know what you're asking. What effect will this have on me? Nothing after one viewing. After about 10, it'll kill your sex drive. It's still
This is
effective.
fucking boring.
After 30 viewings, you'll not be able to stand the sound of 1960s Renaissance-themed music. And one day it will be perfected. After
Keep in mind, about 90% of the entries I get are just like this.
Football jocks who kick me in my testiculars for not liking Sunforced will come crawling on all fours, begging, please, ability, bring back my ability to enjoy 1960s Renaissance music. And to them I shall reply, I don't feel like it. You bring back my ability to father
Everybody in
children.
the chat, how old do you think this guy is? Lucifer, thank you for
This is in my
subscribing.
application for the,
Don't know why the
2019
sound
research
effect
grant.
didn't play.
I hope to hear back soon. My references are Susan and Samuel Hutchinson of Cactusville, Texas.
13, 13, 45, 12. Yeah, everybody's saying 13.
So it has come to my attention that your institution is not interested in using disturbing videos to make people not want to listen to 1960s and early 1970s Renaissance music. So, consider this my second application for the research grant. I don't understand why the first one didn't make it.
I'm gonna do a test subscription because it didn't play any sound. Okay, there it
Yes,
goes.
You guys are looking for something more generic.
That's weird.
Like, I don't know, causing a negative connotation with violence.
Maybe
or
this is
if
Das
people
the
want to
Sauce
use the
Master.
video Or something.
I think you mean Sauce Boy.
Yeah. Since you
Yeah,
asked
this is boring as
for
fuck.
it,
Should we skip? Everybody in the chat, either vote skip or don't skip.
that I make another one of
We've
these
still
things.
got another 3 minutes on this one.
I hope this one makes you happy. I hope that zapping.
Skip,
my
skip, skip,
personal
skip, skip,
creative-
skip, skip. Well, everybody voted skip, so we're gonna have to skip that one. But yeah, this is the kind of shit I have to sit through. You guys think, oh, a film festival, how easy, Mumkey? What an easy, lazy video. No, I have to sit through dozens of hours of content just like that to try to find 8 that don't suck. It's fucking horrible. It sucks. Welcome to my pain. Welcome to my world. Okay. I think. Oh, there's. This one I think is from somebody who is usually in the Twitch chat. Super thick, and then a word that we should not say on Twitch, or really at all. Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. Oh, man. Okay, folks. I'm going to turn the audio back down. Let me know if it needs to go back up, but some of these are louder than others, evidently. This one, just judging by the title and the opening frame, I think for Twitch reasons we might have to skip it as well, but...
It's super thick, nigga.
Already. Immediately. I started it by accident, and they tried to say the N-word. I don't know. Thank you for the bits. I need to turn the sound effect down a little bit. It's pretty loud. I don't know if I could play this one. Here, I'm going to play a few seconds of the audio, and if it's horrible, I'm not even going to show it.
Monkey Jones Film Festival. Oh, I hope you like it, Monkey. If you ever want some fat black ass, you know WHO to call.
No, we can't watch this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, we can't watch this. There's not a chance, folks. Not a chance. 2 people submitted their film while we've been streaming. Interesting. I wonder if they're watching this. Contest submission Flashpoint. And this one has full credits. Thank you for the subscription. I'm going to turn all the sound effects down a little bit while we're in between films. This next one looks pretty professional, just based on all the credits that they gave me. So, I think we're just going to show this one. And it's on Vimeo. Good. I like Vimeo. Oh, wow. This one actually looks fucking professional. What the hell? How could they have done this in a day? Okay. Well. Where's the display capture? Okay, here we go, folks. Here's what I think Flashpoint it was called. Tell me if I need to turn it up. I turned it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've been working on it every day and every night for the past 3 years. It's perfect. Yeah, I'm talking about the PowerPoint. What else would I be talking about? Oh yeah, this is gonna be big. When corporate gets their eyes on this, it's gonna be straight to the top floor. That's right, Thursday morning at 8 a.m. sharp. Got the shoes shined and everything. Yep.
Now, folks, I have a suspicious feeling that this maybe was not made for my contest. There's no way that they actually made this in a day, which is why I put in requirements. I said there has to be a character either named Samuel or Susan. I said that the genre has to be revenge, and I said they have to have the line of dialogue, I don't feel like it, or something like that. I don't even fucking remember. So let's watch and see if those things are in here. If not, it's disqualified because clearly they just submitted some other fucking movie that they made. Let's see if it's actually made for this contest.
This is my gift to the world. This is what I'm gonna be remembered for. Right here in the palm of my hands. Hey, hey buddy, would you mind turning that music down a little bit? Some of us have some important business that needs to be taken care of. Thanks. Anyway, like I was saying, whoa, hey,
That's it.
oh, please, stop. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Please, no. Please, no.
Is this it?
Please don't. No.
I can take this.
Cool shot. That's a good shot.
Yeah, my flash drive. What, does it not count as a robbery when it's a flash drive? I need this PowerPoint by 8 a.m. tomorrow. This presentation's gonna send me straight to the top floor.
Well, sit tight, buddy. We're gonna transfer you to major crimes for this one.
Thank you. Looks like I'm on my own on this one.
Yeah, man, I don't know if this was made in a day. I think they're trying to pull a con job. I think they're trying to pull a con job, folks. But we'll see.
Need a hand, stranger?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Kind of looks like Quentin Reviews and Barry from Game Grumps mixed together.
You're looking for something. I can help you find it. You want what's yours back. I can help you with that. Of course, if you don't want it, you could always keep looking. Sun's getting awfully high now, isn't it? That's a mighty fine pair of shoes you got there. Man could use a good pair of shoes.
It's fucking loud.
Man might have to get his hands dirty to get what he wants.
Okay.
Before we begin our next story tonight, we would like to remind all viewers of the importance of locking all windows and doors before going to bed at night. All right, Samuel, do you have anything you'd like to add
Well,
to the story?
they dubbed in Samuel. It's good enough for me. They dubbed in Samuel. I can't knock them. They did it. If I were them, I would have waited a few days so it looked like they didn't cheat. But, I mean, they dubbed in Samuel. What am I going to do? They did it. Where's the revenge? We'll see, I'm sure.
Now on to our next story. A puppy found on Central Park. And when they found it, it was dancing in a circle.
You ever seen someone's I'll tell you that.
There's the revenge. Yeah, I think the chat is right. I do not recall hearing the required line of dialogue either. I'm going to double check what exactly it was supposed to be. it was supposed to be like I don't really feel like it or something along those lines. Let's take a look. Where did I write that down? I mean, it's very obvious that that film was made probably months ago, and that they just wanted to submit it. Yeah, I don't feel like it was the line that they needed to put in. I'm sorry, Mumkey, come back to me and give me some of that Mumkey love. Thank you, Anonymous. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to watch it again later on and really listen for that line and look for it. But if it's not in there, then there's no way I can use it. And a lot of people are freaking out in the chat like, oh, if this counts, then how do I stand a chance? Just because a movie looks good and has cool shots doesn't mean it's going to win the contest. If you look at the last two contests, the ones that won were not the most fancy looking or the best edited. They were just the ones that were either the funniest or the most entertaining or had just the best characters. The Mumkey Jones fan base is the one they're the ones voting. They don't tend to vote for who had the most HD camera. They vote for which film was just the best to watch. So don't let something like that scare you from putting in your own entry. If this one does end up qualifying, there's a good chance it'll be put in, but I don't think it was the best. I mean, it's the best so far today, other than maybe Glue Kid, but like, yeah, it was fancily made, but I don't feel like watching it again. The winners of the past, like the unsubscribe video, Daughter, where it's a big joke about his daughter committing suicide. I've watched that maybe 50 times. This one, it looks pretty, but I don't really feel like watching it again. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next one. Legit almost cried making this. Hope you enjoy and hope I win. Oh, yikes.
Hello and welcome to my...
Oh, yikes. Okay, this one we might end up having to skip, folks. Got a bad feeling about this one. Got a real bad feeling about this one, but here, we'll give it a shot, and I'll turn it off if need be, folks. This is my short film. Okay.
Hello and welcome to my Mumkey Jones 6th biannual film festival entry. Now, this is a bit of a sad story. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. And
it's very quiet.
Okay. Well, it's animated and I'll spend a shit ton of money making it. So it starts with Samuel, Will's son. I mean, he likes to go by Starving. African stock photo, though. And of course, he was starving. Why, you might ask? I know you didn't ask, but it's because they lived in Soviet Russia and they were all gamers, and gamers need bread to survive, but this was Stalin, and even though people praise him, we needed a real communist leader who's willing to get as much as all of his citizens, and he was starving. And anyways, what happened is Will Smith says, no, I'll get bread for you, don't die. And LeBron, he was the more realistic one. He's like, not even a Sprite Cranberry can save him at this point. And at that point, Samuel was like, but I don't feel like it.
Everybody vote in the chat.
Like
skip
I don't want to starve.
or don't skip. Vote now.
At that moment, he died of starvation, and this angered it. Both LeBron and Will knew that they.
Oh, I see a lot of don't skip, but I
Stalin.
see a lot more skip.
So they went and they broke into Stalin's lair.
It's like half and half.
What the fuck are you doing here? Why are you in my land? They were like, we're gonna take all your fucking bread, you greedy pig. And now, Stalin didn't like this because he liked his weed. I mean his, I mean his wheat. So they knew that the revenge plan. What they wanted to do is they wanted to take all his bread, which for him would be a fate worse than death. So they're like, we don't want to fight you. Give us the bread now. But they didn't. they knew they were gonna have to do a fight.
Why does he
And
sound like
Smash
Ralph
Bros.
the
music was
movie
playing.
maker?
They heard a
Is this
boom,
better
and
than
then
Lover? I don't know.
Osama bin Laden stumbled in, like,
Is this better than
would've
Lover?
guessed
Vote
that,
yes or no in the
right?
chat. Ralph
And
the movie
now-
maker's new movie, Lover.
Now Osama here, he's like, Lamau, your guards are dumb. All I had to do was eat that wheat to get into. Even though
Yes,
he
yes,
must
yes,
have been
yes,
able to
yes.
tell that they were
Sorry,
gonna ask that
Ralph.
question. Must have been able to tell. It's not like this is my
Everybody
50th
said
recording because I
yes.
forgot to put in don't feed. Never mind.
How long is this? Way too
Now,
fucking
anyways,
long. Look at this shit.
They just
Two more
realized
minutes.
Stalin's so greedy. All they had to do was eat the wheat to succeed. So out of his back pocket,
At least he was prepared. He has all the images ready.
Will Smith pulled his fattest wheat and he threw it.
Oh, he's saying
Now
wheat.
Stalin, being a real mumkey, he ran after it, and they were able to go into the storeroom and get the bread. And now they got their revenge, and now they couldn't feed Samuel, but at least they could make sure that no one else had to suffer through that trauma. But it wasn't just the dreams of the starving Russians that happened that day. It was also one of Osama's dreams, and I think that's really beautiful. Now, if you don't know, he wanted to hit over the biggest tower in Tilted Towers, which the Fortnite match just ended, so don't worry, there was no one in it.
Is he gonna make a second one?
I just really want to get into the... I just want to be in the Twitch one.
Thank you,
and
Susan,
I
for the
think
dollar.
A second 9/11 probably wouldn't do that. But anyways, what I was gonna say is...
He said he wanted to be in the Twitch
now,
thing.
this is
Well,
an accurate
here you are.
representation of what happened. Yo, you fat dumbass, whenever you go here, you get outbuilt, pleb. Good at Fortnite. And now no one likes a fucking...
This kid must be
autist,
smoking
so
some
Osama's
weed.
like, I'll beat the shit out of you.
It's just Bin Laden fighting a piece of bread, folks. I don't know why anybody would be offended.
So not just all of Russia, but even Osama's dreams were actually fulfilled that day. So sorry, I'm trying to hold it together. It's just so beautiful. Thank you for watching. Thank you. This is me signing off.
So far we've had 3 unwatchable pieces of shit in one movie that a guy made last year, and he dubbed in the word Samuel. Great start so far, folks. Great fucking start. I'm gonna go turn off the heat in my house, and then we'll watch the next couple movies. And then we'll do some Is It Kino, folks. I'll be right back. This is fucking hell. Now I understand why he said he legit almost cried while making this. Oh no, looks like there's only one left. It was just a guy who sent in twice. Alright, here's the last film that... Wait, this is only 18 seconds. I think we got fucking cucked. We got cucked. And, well, I guess we'll... Surely this is not his film entry, but let's take a look, folks. There we go. Mumkashi Jonathan.
I'm Mumkey. My name is Susan, and I don't feel like it.
Well, there you go, folks. We did it. That's it. We did it. We watched them all. Those are all of the first 48-hour entries to the Short Film Festival. Awesome. So now I guess we just hang out until Is It Kino starts. Great. Great. God, it's hot in here. Why am I wearing a lab coat? It's so hot. I'm gonna take this thing off. I'm burning up. Watch the rejected films from last time. I'd have to go digging for them. And we only have like 15 minutes left. How did it get so hot in this hellhole, folks? How did it get so hot? Alright, let's see if the Kino boys are almost ready. And I'm not wearing these headphones anymore. Please watch Samuel's Revenge Against the Stabber again. No, thank you. Oh, I made that one? Sorry, buddy, you missed it. You have to watch the playback. Everybody loved it, though. Everybody loved Glue Kid. Kamak, thank you for the donation. I'll read that in a moment. I'm Glue Kid. Yeah, you sure are. Glue Kid rules! Glue Kid! Glue Kid rules, folks. He's the king. They don't make him like those anymore, I'll tell you what. Glue Kid, he had something special. Kamak for $1 said, I don't know if I've asked this already, but what was it like smoking with the stereos for the first time? Did the boomer turn you into a stoner? No. It just burned up my throat. And I was like, is smoking weed illegal in New York? I don't have any idea. When is the deadline for the film festival? On Valentine's Day, Nifty Robo. February 14th. 1 year anniversary of Cruise. Going on cruise control. Tragic day. Have you seen the anti-drug Yu-Gi-Oh PSA? I don't believe so, but that sounds awesome. Will Lab Coat Kid ever get a name? I think his name is just Lab Coat Kid. Either that or Melvin. I think Sheepover would want to call him Melvin. Can you play non-copyrighted indie music while we wait? Yeah, I'll turn the volume down a good bit. And let's see what I have in the Mumkey Jones. If you guys have any Mumkey recommendations, let me know. I've got a whole folder called Mumkey Music. Let's listen to Charmed Ridge. How's that coming through? Kino. Yo, my name is Sparrow, and I'm at Charmed Ridge, and I'm in a Dyro. Whoa, that's my freestyle for you. Yeah, you asked, is Glue Kid evidently. Play Take on Me? No thanks. The homosexual who submitted the high-quality film must be deported due to how much of a cuck he is. I disagree, Philip Butts. I disagree wholeheartedly. Whether or not he cheated, I don't think he needs to be deported for it. I told Erich and Florian that I'm ready when they are, but they probably won't be here for another 10 minutes, folks. What do you think of the LGBT community? I want to know if you'd accept. What the fuck you talking about? What about me would suggest that I discriminate or hate anybody? I'll make jokes about literally any group of people, including all the groups that I fit in. I make fun of my own groups more than any other. But no, I don't have any fucking problem with anybody. My first roommate in college was a gay guy, and we shared a bed together. You think I hate the gays? Of course not. I'm offended by even the question. We shared a bunk bed. We just chose to sleep on the same mattress. Mumkey confirmed gay. Yeah, you could say that. Did you fuck your roommate? Before I had the chance to, he joined a frat, and then I had the room to myself the rest of the year. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Should I turn it up? I don't know. It's louder in my ear than it would be in yours. Sam Herman? Did Sam Herman donate? He must have a username. My old buddy Sam Herman. Or is that somebody else? Maybe it's Sam Kerman. What the fuck was his name? I don't know. My phone said he donated. Apparently someone sent you a new submission. Well, they're gonna have to wait. I'm not watching any more of those movies right now. Maybe after it's a Kino we will. This is a cozy Mumkey scream. I try to be cozy, folks. I'm the coziest. I'm the woziest. We need to change the name of the stream is what we need to do. Because this is now a Kino stream, folks. If I can remember how to do anything. I recommend Monkberry Moon Delight, and I submitted the dog video. Oh, Antony, thank you. I don't know what that recommendation means, if that's a song or what, but we enjoyed the dog video very much. Thank you. Glass 2019. Oops. Is it Kino movie review, folks? Update. There you go. What classic Mumkey song should we play next? Duelist of the Roses versus the Yorksists? I think so. This is a real jammer, folks. Why do you know my name? Uh-oh. When people donate, it sends me an email, but it doesn't show their username. It shows their PayPal name. So sorry, I thought you were somebody else. Please Kino the Butterfly Effect sequels. I think Florian really wants to, and I imagine one of these days we will. I think we're going to start doing some special Kino episodes where each of the hosts gets to pick a movie and torture the other guys. Like on weeks where nothing cool came out in theaters, we'll just take turns picking old movies, and I'm sure Florian and E-Rich will make us watch those. Looks like the squid is in the chat, so we're just waiting for E-Rich. That moment when Mumkey can totally dox you at any time. Nah, I mean, people have been sending me packages in the mail for literally 3 years, and I've never given out anybody's information, so I wouldn't worry about it. You should play Stonehenge. Thank you for including me in the stream. No problem, you asked. You'll have to watch the playback after it ends, so you can watch everybody's reaction to your great movie. I was actually over at New York City over Christmas. Take my advice. There are homeless everywhere. Yeah, I've been to New York like 4 times in the last year. Why'd the chat disappear? What the fuck? Okay, there's the chat. I'm gonna be missing out on a frat party to go to your shitty event on Friday. Let me know which one you are, skinhead Larry. Be sure to buy me a drink after the show. I'm gonna every time somebody buys me a drink at the after party, I'm gonna accept it, and I'll probably die of alcohol poisoning on Friday. And then we have to do another show on Saturday. We getting drunk in New York City after your show? You better fucking believe it. You better believe it. Are you gonna do more live shows in the future? Yeah, I'm planning on it. And not just in New York either. I would like to do live shows all around the country. It just depends on what the show would be. I don't feel like I could do a show by myself. Because, like, what would I do? Just review an anime on stage? Nobody wants to go see that, I don't think. So unless it's like a specific show like Boomer versus Zoomer, I'm not sure what my live shows would be. I want to do Wheel of Punishment live, but the other guys don't seem interested in doing that. But I think it'd be a lot of fun doing a traveling live show. I just have to figure out what it would be. How can I entertain people alone on a stage for an hour? I can barely do that here on Twitch. What was your favorite short film today? Probably Glue Kid. Even though he said, according to the narrative of the film, it wasn't glue that he was drinking, but I have to hope that it was. I want to come see you, but I am unsure if I am autistic enough. Well, better safe than sorry, I guess. If I wasn't 15, didn't have exams, and could legally get alcohol, I'd take a train from Canada to NYC. You can come if you're 15. It's an all-ages show. You just can't come to the party bar afterwards. Don't accept every drink. Susan the horse and her army of FBI idiots will try to poison you. I'll only accept drinks when I'm watching the bartender make them and hand them to me. I'm not gonna get roofied. Alright, where the fuck is he, Rich? He's late. Late for being early. What else should we listen to? Is Burger gonna be there? Maybe to kill me, I don't know. I doubt it. What should we listen to now? What's another Mumkey classic? Thank you for subscribing, Henchman number 5. What happened to the first 4? Let's play some Sad Teasel. Let's get nice and sad. Tragic. It's very soft. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Why did I quit Pokemon Platinum? I haven't quit it yet. I'm just taking my sweet time going back to it. I'll probably be one of the only other females. No, Sheepover's going. Yeah. The song's too quiet. Too quiet and sad. Let's play the Downward Spiral theme. I can't even see how it sounded. I didn't have it unmuted on my computer. I'm hoping it was ear-piercingly loud for all of you at home. Oh, hey, they're here! The boys are back! Hello!
There he is.
Let's turn
Holy
you
shit.
bad boys up. We are live, in case you didn't know, boys. We are
Already?
live on air.
Hot damn.
I saw your beautiful downward spiral. Well done.
No, thank you, Florian.
Oh man.
You guys are a little soft. Let's get you up a little bit. Especially.
That's weird because I'm rock hard.
Damn.
Yikes! What? Did you just get out of preschool?
No. My girlfriend just left.
What? Did she just get out of preschool?
No.
She's not even in kindergarten yet. Damn.
Big oof. Yikes. All right, everybody, can you guys in the chat hear them, or should I turn them up? Do they sound okay? Both of you guys just start blabbing.
Turn me up, Daddy.
Am I fine? We'll see.
Oh, you're fine. You're more than fine.
Damn.
He picked her up from daycare. G. I assume G means good. Okay, they can hear you guys.
Excellent. Fuck yes.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, I'm going to start recording. Folks, oh yeah, that's right. Folks, in case you've never watched It's a Kino Live, we're recording a podcast. So we're going to ignore the chat during the show because this is going up on iTunes. It's not just a Twitch thing. I'm also turning off all the donation sound effects, although I always fail and they end up playing anyway. I'm going to try to turn them off.
Oh, no.
And
Those
then
are the worst.
if you want to donate during the show, we will read all the donations immediately after we finish. And we will then hang out with the chat and answer any questions you guys have. So let's try to turn off all of the shit that will annoy me. Subscriptions. Disabled. Just like E-Rich. Disabled. Save.
Unnecessary.
I hit test hosting by accident. Donations.
Ooh, what does that do?
Nothing. Sound volume 0. 0. Save. Let's test a donation. Whoa, John! Well, I could hear myself yelling in one of your backgrounds.
Cool.
No,
Must be
it's
E-Rich.
not cool. E-Rich, I've had enough of your attitude. You're off the show.
Damn.
Finally, I've been waiting for this for fucking years.
Freedom at last.
Go start a podcast with your fucking girlfriend.
Free at last. Free at last.
All right, just to double check, I'm going to do a test. Test a donation. Okay, test subscription. God damn it, it still made a sound. This is fucking bullshit. It says it's disabled. I'm so angry. I'm so fucking angry. I hate this shit so much. You have no idea how angry I am.
It's all YouTube's fault. We wouldn't have to deal with any of this Streamlabs shit if it weren't for YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube has ruined my life.
Damn.
All right. Wow. When I was watching random shitty videos, we had 300 people watching. Now that you guys are here, we're cut down to 240.
Wait, really?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about Izakito.
Nice.
He's just excited to hear 240. Wait, no, that's 420. God damn it.
You guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay, I'm recording all of us. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Stop fucking typing, e-bitch. McSoy.
All right.
You
I'm
cut?
trying to get my AdSense shit.
AdSense shit? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I gotta make that money from YouTube.
You finally
This
earned...
is the time to
You
do
crossed
that,
the $100 threshold already?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, well, then you're doing this for no reason at all during our show.
It's gotta be ready.
That's it. If I hear typing one more time, I'm kicking you out of the call.
Why is it so loud?
All right, I'm muting.
We're starting the fucking show.
better.
What are you doing?
Oh, we don't need him.
This is fucking bullshit.
You guys think I'm not going to be doing my taxes during Kino for the next couple months?
It's the only time you've got to do the taxes. We're already not getting paid because of the government shutdown.
God damn it, fucking stop. I'm starting the show for real. For the love of God, just stop it.
Oh, man.
You ready?
I'm muted.
No, you're not. I can hear you. You muted Florian. Why is Florian muted? This is a nightmare.
I'm just blowing my nose. Go on.
Oh, okay. Okay, E-Rich, you're off the show. You're off the fucking show. You're done.
Damn.
Good.
Fucking kick E-Rich. Get him out of here.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Won't stop fucking typing. The nerve. The nerve of this man.
Jeez.
You hear that Quentin accused you guys on the Sodi podcast of targeted harassment because of your episode on him? Not even kidding. It's on. I don't care. I don't care what Quentin reviews things.
Huh?
Yeah, we gave him the opportunity to come on and respond to our criticism, and he did. So he's just being a baby if that's really what he's saying. I don't really care.
Or are they talking about the Mauler episode?
I don't know. If he thinks being called a fat cuck on the internet is targeted harassment, then he needs to find a new career. This is not the place to work.
Right? He's the one who gloated at your deletion.
Well, I called him a bunch of mean names before that, so.
Damn.
You know.
Literally everyone calls me a fat cuck, and I'm still here.
Yeah, typing
Which means
away
it's
during
more
my
about me.
podcast.
Right.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you just makes you a fatter cock.
All right, for real, we're starting this time. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite movie review podcast, the one and only Is It Kino? I am your host, Mumkey Jones, joined as always by E-Rich McCoy.
Mr. E-Rich. You can call me Mr. E-Rich.
First name, Mr. Last name, Cuck.
E-Rich.
And
that's the first name he got in the chats on the internet when he was a kid, and he just stuck with it.
Mr.
What a
Cuck.
maniac.
And joining us also is Florian Hemsel.
I saw the movie. Hello, everyone.
So far, so good. You saw the film. So in case you're tuning into episode 122 and you've never heard this show before, it's a show where a bunch of schmucks go see a new release or maybe sometimes an old release, and then they just randomly talk shit about it for about half an hour. If you're expecting valid film criticism or really anything more than a hot take, you are listening to the wrong show. E-Rich would suggest maybe the LA Times if you want to get a great film review from...
If you want a transcript of my side of the podcast, just read the LA Times review. That's all it's going to be.
And today we're talking about the end of a trilogy, M. Night Shyamalan's superhero trilogy, Glass, 2019. And if you've seen this movie, I hope you have, because we're going to spoil the whole thing. But if you've seen it, man, you know we're in for a real treat today.
Should we just get right into spoilers?
We are?
No, let's give about 5 minutes of non-spoilers.
Right.
Just your opening thoughts so that people know whether or not they should see this. E-Rich, what did you think of Glass?
So I oftentimes say that I am hyped going into a lot of these movies, but the level of hype going into Glass is probably unlike anything else, because when I was a kid, my dad sat me down and showed me Unbreakable, which was a superhero movie that kind of deconstructed the superhero genre. It was about Bruce Willis learning that he has super strength, superpowers. He can like touch people and get flashes of their lives. So he becomes a superhero, and he fucks up this guy who's been kidnapping children. And then when Split comes out, I genuinely wanted to see that movie because I thought it would be a cool thriller. M. Night Shyamalan had kind of had a downfall before then, and I was interested in giving him another shot because I liked The Visit. And Split was great. It had James McAvoy in the lead role as this dude with multiple personalities, and it was just amazing. What a great return to form for M. Night Shyamalan. So when the end of that movie tied into Unbreakable, and we saw that this was part of the same universe, and I wanted to see Bruce Willis fight fucking the Beast James McAvoy, I was fucking hyped, amped up.
Oh, here it comes, folks. Here it comes.
And then I saw Glass, and I realized, oh yeah, this guy's M. Night Shyamalan. He just pulls crazy shit out of his ass and does whatever the fuck he's gonna do. And it's oftentimes bad. Like,
well, this movie is the one where you noticed that, not Split.
The
this
first
is the one
20
where you
minutes of this
noticed-
movie partially like introduce what I wanted to see, which is Bruce Willis hunting down the Beast. But then the rest of the movie, for some reason, is about a therapist telling them they don't have superpowers, despite the fact that I just watched 2 movies where these 2 guys realize they have superpowers. So
well, they didn't really have superpowers in those other
they
movies.
do have superpowers. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, they sucked. They didn't have any superpowers.
All right. Give me.
They all made it up.
I
Besides, I thought we weren't gonna spoil this already. Jeez,
not yet.
That's not a spoiler. That's in the fucking trailers.
E-Rich, Florian, shut up. I need to clarify for the audience that Glass is the ultimate pleb filter. Judging by whether or not somebody likes this movie, you will know if they are a film patrician or a film plebeian, folks.
Whoa.
And it sounds to me like Erich might be a film plebeian.
No,
Only a true patrician can comprehend the nuance and the artistry behind Glass. And a lot of people are going to say that it completely falls apart in the third act. I think the third act is the most.
It falls apart in the fucking second act.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The third act is the most brilliant piece of filmmaking M. Night Shyamalan has ever made, and I'm ready to have this conversation. But
holy shit,
Florian,
really?
I would like to hear what are your overall thoughts on this film.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this is. I'm only 50% hyped for this movie. Basically, it's bizarre to me that M. Night Shyamalan exists. It's bizarre to me that he still exists after The Last Airbender and After Earth.
Yeah.
And Split, to be honest.
And The Happening.
You didn't like Split, Florian?
I did not like Split one bit.
Man.
And this movie is exactly in the middle, where I hated the first half, but I loved the second half. But I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because seeing something bad in front of something good is just making that good bit so much better. I don't know if that's just it. Just like that Frozen intro to that movie with the Day of the Dead.
The Olaf thing.
Yeah, the
Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
This movie reminded you of Olaf's 22-minute Frozen Adventure?
Yeah, because it's something really bad in front of something really good. I mean, basically.
Wait, so you thought this movie was good you thought this movie was bad at the beginning and then good at the end?
Yeah,
okay.
Didn't you?
What you're telling us is that the only good part of this movie, which is James McAvoy as the Horde, is bad to you.
Well, you mean? I guess the first showdown's all right, but then obviously that the stuff where they're in the institute is obviously horrible for quite a while.
Yikes! All right. Big oof, folks. It's too bad. It's too bad.
You're the only one who's a mastermind of movie critique now, huh, Mumkey? You're the only one who likes this movie fully.
It might be. Let's you know what, folks? That's our overall impressions. We're gonna just spoil the whole thing. You've had all weekend to see it. Really, at the end of the day, this movie is not important. It will not hurt you to be spoiled on it, even if you're gonna watch it later. It might actually make you appreciate it more, knowing all the spoilers at the end. So let's just dive right into Glass. Erich, tell us specifically all the reasons why you hate this movie.
So I don't hate this movie, actually. I just resent it incredibly because basically instead of the awesome team up of all of these characters coming together, it's for the most part some character we've never heard of before telling them individually why they can't possibly be superpowered. Despite the fact that we've seen them be superpowered. Like, you can't make them doubt themselves because they've already gone through that self-doubt. You guys haven't seen Unbreakable, probably. But the entire
I've seen Unbreakable.
Oh, you have? Okay. Unbreakable is all about Bruce Willis testing the limits of what he can do.
What are you fucking talking about? What is the limit of what he can do in Unbreakable?
Lifting the fucking weights. They just keep putting more weights on, and he keeps
that's
lifting
not even
all
a lot of weights. That's only 250 pounds, man. That's not that much.
Yeah, but Bruce, I think it ends up being 350 or something, right?
Well, either way, it's not that much. People can lift like...
But not for Bruce Willis. I mean, Bruce Willis is probably a pretty small guy for me. So the fact that he can lift 350 is pretty impressive.
Well, I guess.
It's not like he's fucking bursting with vascular muscle or anything.
Wait,
well,
so
he's not skinny either.
Erich, it sounds to me like this movie was frustrating to you because in the two movies leading up to it, it's established that it is canon that these characters have powers. So you don't like that in this third movie, they're trying to push this narrative that maybe it was all in their heads and that it's not real. Because we as an audience, there's no tension because we know that it was real.
Yeah, and we know that by the end of the movie, they're going to fight or there's going Samuel Jackson keeps talking about a limited edition, a confrontation between these two strong characters. But like on top of everything else, we have no reason to like this character who's telling them that they're not superpowered.
Oh yeah,
we don't know her. We don't know the reasoning for this until the end of the movie, which I kind of actually like the end spoiler. It's dumb. It's very dumb, but it's fun in a superhero comics.
It's Kino, Erich. It's pure Kino.
And to be honest, I would have wished that they would have either gone full superhero or they would have gone full normal people that were just hallucinating the entire time. I don't know how I feel
They
about
went
the...
full superhero.
No, they didn't. They went.
Yeah, they
like...
had that giant fight on top of the giant building that's in Philadelphia.
No, I mean like
what?
Florian, the characters actually did have all of their powers. It's not like a cop out.
Yeah, but their powers suck, and you can't tell that they got their powers because
look,
they don't need to
were
be
never
able
going
to fly. They're still super strong and shit.
Right.
I mean, the guy can climb up on the guy can
He's-
crawl on the walls and on the ceiling. Like that's a superpower.
Well, I mean, sure, that one is a bit strong, sure, but other than that, I mean,
He has the power
it's
to
like
hug you so hard that your spine snaps and you die. That's a pretty cool power.
Yeah, right. His love for you is just unlimited.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a strongest man in the world could do that without superpowers. I mean, human bodies aren't very strong.
You seem to like not realize that James McAvoy is not the strongest man in the world. So the fact that he's pulling off strongest man in the world, like,
God damn it,
is impressive. Like essentially, what? Okay, so Mumkey, you didn't see Unbreakable.
No, I have not seen that film yet.
So what Unbreakable kind of posits, and what Mr. Glass and that posits, is that all these Greek heroes and legends and these demigods and these like amazing people who could pull off these great feats, those people actually existed, and there's a reason they are legendary like figures in that way, and that the tradition of superheroes has kind of continued that of people who can do extraordinary things that actually do exist. It's just kind of fallen into legend, essentially. So by the end of this movie, Mr. Glass is trying to draw out all of these superhero people and like reveal to them that they can do these amazing things. I like that idea. I like that like democratization of yeah. I think it's really cool when his plan is
to me that is just
to show
completely
people.
retarded because all that his master plan amounts to is that he releases a YouTube video of them doing a superhero fight, and you know where that will get you in the real world? Absolutely nowhere, because no one's gonna believe it. We see that a movie can pull it off just as well. We see YouTube channels pulling shit off like that all the time, where it just looks really cool and real.
Yeah, but Florian, you are completely like disregarding the fact that this supposedly exists in a world where they did actually arrest the Horde, or they did actually arrest Bruce Willis or something, and people are talking about this behind the scenes. It's just not like in the light of day. So all of a sudden, when this person who's rumored is doing stuff in the light of day and you can see all of it, I think that definitely raises. It's not like just some random thing goes up on YouTube. There's a bunch of backfilled information about, we know this overseer character or whatever is out there stopping crimes. It's just never been confirmed, and now it's confirmed.
No, this is absolutely nonsense. They could have just picked these urban myths and then animated them, and that's it. That doesn't mean anything.
All right, let me compare this Kino to other Kinos of the past, so you can really understand where my Kino sensibilities are coming from on this one. First of all, everybody knows Mumkey loves movies about people who are trapped in mental hospitals, and people are trying to convince them that they're crazy. Yeah, like Unsane. I think that was on my top 10 list from last year. Maybe it was right around there. A movie where a character who we either know or don't know, and there's two different types of tension. We either know or we don't know that they're crazy. They're put in a mental hospital, and the doctors and everybody around them is trying to convince them that they're crazy. And then the character either accepts it or they fight back. I really love that narrative. So the whole middle part of the movie where that's what it is, naturally, I mean, it's pure Kino in my eyes. This movie...
complete opposite of us, damn.
Well, that's fine. I really liked all three acts of the movie myself. This movie also has not the Death Note movie, but the pure essence of Death Note is you have a character who is smarter than everybody else, and they come up with a master plan, and you never see it coming, and then at the end you watch and you see how the whole plan unfolded. The whole middle arc of Death Note, where Light gives up the Death Note and he loses his memories, but then 20 episodes later when they catch the new Kira and you realize, oh, this was his plan the whole time, that's so great. This movie has that. And let me set it up for you. This is a movie about Mr. Glass, Samuel L. Jackson's character, who is currently locked up in a mental facility, stuck in a wheelchair. His bones, if anybody flicks him, his bones break. and he's being force fed all this medication that makes his brain, it just turns it off. He's not even conscious. That is the state he is in at the beginning of the film. And his plan is to just find a way to let the whole world know that superheroes exist. And this is the story of how a man in a horrible position where he has no power, he can't do anything, somehow finds a way to spread his message on a global scale. That is according to fucking Kaikaku. That is some Kino shit.
But Mumkey, the problem is it's not actually impressive what it does, because
I thought it was impressive.
It does is essentially, oh, these guards are bad at their jobs, and that's why he's able to do it. Like,
yeah, I gotta agree, it's completely
he was
implausible.
in a super high security place where they have like reasons for everything to happen the way it does. Like, you know how in X-Men, Mystique is able to like sneak in this like iron, and then they're feeding iron to this guy, and Magneto's able to like use the iron in his blood to like make balls and stuff like that. That is a cool escape, because you know that he's in a situation where they've taken all metal out of the equation. Like, all of his plan essentially leads up to is, oh, you'll just install these security cameras because, and also it's not really a facility that can hold these people. It's just they've got like a bunch of lights in a room, or they've got a high pressure water just there to squirt fucking Bruce Willis. Also, Bruce Willis fucking is in his sleepwalking portion of his career. So even though David Dunn in the first Unbreakable movie is pretty fucking sedate, he is even more sedate in this movie. So like, he's not even that great.
I have to disagree with you, Rich. The guards might seem incompetent, but what you have to understand is that Mr. Glass's superpower is that he's the smartest man on Earth. So compared to anybody else, they're all going to look stupid. And of course, these guards don't think he actually has superpowers. They just think he's just some guy, and they like to torture him with they threaten to drop stuff on him. They're not. They're not like a high.
Know that he has superpowers. That's the whole point of that facility.
Yeah, but he's a guy who is sedated and stuck in a wheelchair. They don't really need to have armed guards surrounding the whole place. He's not a threat or danger to anybody. So that's why
he reveals that he's been stealing all these pills and stuff like that. But like, it would be much more impressive if the movie was about him like finding a way to get around the sedation and stuff like that. Like when he reveals his plan or whatever, it's all stuff that's happened off screen. All we really see is him sneak into that one room, type his fucking hacking code or whatever, and that's about it. Like, the actual mechanics of him being able to sneak around and do whatever he wants is not really illustrated on screen. I would like to see him being amazing. It's just that they save that reveal for the very end.
Yeah, but that's the Kino of all according to Kaikaku. If Light explains his plan from beginning to end, and we watch it unfold.
According to Kaikaku,
let me finish, E-Rich. Let me finish.
Guard is just fucking
let me finish, you cuck. Let me finish.
All right.
If you see every step of the plan work flawlessly as it happens, that's fucking boring. The grand reveal of all according to Kaikaku is at the end. Once he succeeded, then we see the flashbacks of how it unfolded. From a storytelling Kaikaku Kino standpoint, I don't want to see him doing every little step of the plan. I want to see it all in a montage at the end. That's how you make my brain explode with according to Kaikaku Kino.
But then the thing you are watching is this woman talking to main characters, telling them they don't have superpowers, despite the fact that we know that they have superpowers.
And that's fine. I mean, it worked.
You want to watch that?
Her plan worked.
Like awful in this
she
movie.
Convinced Bruce Willis's character that he didn't really have superpowers. Like, it was working.
Yeah, but Bruce Willis is basically retarded. The whole. I know you haven't seen Unbreakable, but he's basically retarded in this. He's supposedly a man who is basically immortal and super strong, and he fucking doesn't know it. How the fuck is that possible?
That's the whole point of the mental asylum story, is that a character is convinced that they are crazy.
Yeah, but the fact that they have to use that water on him as his weakness proves that he does have powers. Like, the entire
that doesn't prove shit, because
we have to
that
flash
could just be
light at the
psychosomatic.
beast so that he can't. No, sure, but like, he does incredible things at the beginning of the fucking movie.
Yeah, but he was convinced by the therapist that it was all probably a lie, and they even have a whole scene explaining how like all these things could have happened.
If at the beginning they had given some kind of reason as to why he was able to do stuff, and he had been doubting himself beforehand, but no, that's not how it worked. He was literally saving people's lives and doing the superheroing at the beginning of this movie. So there's no reason for him to think that this could be legit at any point.
But Rich, I think, man, you're like trying to put yourself in the role of the character and like the way you would use logic. But then, if that's true, then any movie that follows this plot, you automatically can't like. It happens in every of these movies.
It's like me telling you were never a content creator, man.
Yeah, have you seen you seen the movie Shutter Island? The same exact thing happens.
He is literally insane in that movie.
Dude,
that's ambiguous, Rich. That's ambiguous. But the concept, the idea is that you convince somebody that they are crazy and that all of their experiences are fake. I think that's enthralling and fun to watch.
But you can't do something for 20 years and then be expected to all
Why
of a sudden...
Why not? If you've been crazy for 20 years, you would have 20 years of delusion.
What does she actually say to him, though? Like, what is so convincing about what she's saying?
I was never convinced.
Of course you weren't convinced, because we as the audience know that she's lying. It's about the characters. It's not about fucking you. It's not about you.
She needs to come up with a way to explain this to him that actually convinces the audience, too.
No. The audience does not need to be convinced. It's about us watching this.
No. If we're going to spend an hour in this movie watching her explain this to him, it has to be convincing, right? Otherwise, it's just some character
not convincing. It's not convincing to us because we know for a fact that they have powers. It's about us watching to see if the characters will fall for it.
But it's more interesting if we are doubting ourselves whether they are actually.
Yeah, but that's your opinion. If that's more interesting.
But how does that even matter? Because whether or not the characters buy it is completely pointless because the characters are retarded. Bruce Willis is just being silent the entire time, so we don't know if he's buying it. The guy with the multiple personalities, he is obviously
crazy,
retarded.
right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, Glass is just he's just got glass eyes the entire time.
You better not say Glass is retarded. You better not.
Well, I mean, he's playing retarded, so he's evidently retarded for the first hour of the movie, right? I mean, mentally, okay?
So, is your argument that every character except for the super genius is not as smart as the super genius? Is that what you're saying?
Those other characters kind of, like...
I don't actually think that he's even a super genius. I think all the stuff that he's good at is...
This is a universe where everybody is stupid. I mean, even in which case the film can still be entertaining, even if that's true.
I guess, but it can't be relatable.
I don't need to relate to superheroes, or guards or any of that.
Well, if you say so.
Hey, can we talk about M. Night Shyamalan's cameo in this movie, which is, hey, remember you stopped me at the stadium, which was a cameo in the first movie, and I also work at a zoo, which was his cameo in Split. So his cameo in this movie is to somehow make sense of his cameos in the last two movies.
Yeah, he's trying to clear up the plot hole.
Right, he's trying to put them on a continuum with each other, and then essentially say, hey, can you sell me video cameras? Because video cameras are going to be a main plot point of this movie. It is fucking stupid.
Well, how do you like the fact that he was a bad teenager, but now he's a good boy?
Yeah, right.
Don't you think that's the complete opposite of his career?
The moral arc of M. Night Shyamalan's cameo is... Bravo, Shyamalan.
Well, you know what I find really, really juicy about this whole thing is that beat for beat, this movie is identical to The Last Jedi. So the fact that you hate this one but love The Last Jedi is so strange. I think you only like The Last Jedi because of the political connotations of the film. This one didn't have that.
He doesn't even hate this movie, and neither do I. It's just
there are parts of it that I like.
We're just really mixed on it, okay?
Like here's how it's the same as The Last Jedi. Besides just defying all of your expectations. I mean, everybody's like, oh, it's gonna end with epic showdown. Luke is gonna come save the day. But then at the end, there's no actual fight, and the same exact thing happens in this movie. It's about the themes and the story rather than about the epic fan service fight that you fucking plebs were hoping for the whole time.
But Luke saves the day in that movie.
Throughout the movie, it's not like the whole movie's cucking you for fights the entire time.
I mean, it kind of does.
There's action the entire movie, man.
And there's action in this movie too. It's just not it's not the action that you wanted going in.
This is the complete opposite of action. It's just talking and sitting in a room.
Like, I think that the end scene where Bruce Willis is fighting the Beast is all right. It's like not great, but then like the fact that we have these three characters who are all related in some way to the hero characters kind of coming together. That was just really badly done, I thought.
Yeah,
Because-
just like just like Rose and Finn going to the casino planet. Very badly done. Too many coincidences of stupid shit, but we accept it because they had a lay epic message
But
about
that
capitalism.
That wasn't the climax of the movie. This movie climaxes with a fight between the two superpowered characters, and Mr. Glass just kind of sits there and talks about how, oh, this is just like in the comics, the limited edition, the battle between the two hero and villain characters, and fucking the mom comes over and starts also spouting the same fucking bullshit.
Can we
where
talk
it's
about
the main characters?
Let's talk about the mom real quick. Did you guys see this?
The mom's 56 years old and Samuel Jackson is 70.
It's so bizarre. I for a second I thought maybe it was Samuel L. Jackson's wife or something, but he's saying mama, and I'm like, I know for a fact that Sam Jackson is 70 years old.
Right,
is this lady 90? What the fuck? Very strange. What were they thinking?
Wait,
has a
old is he
woman ever
supposed to
played
be
the
in
mother of a
movie?
character where the actor is 15 years older than them? Is that an insult to this lady?
But
Yeah,
how old is
it's
he
pretty bad.
supposed to be in the movie? Because
I don't know.
She's got to be in her 90s. If
no,
fucking,
not she. I'm talking about Mr. Glass. How old is he supposed to be?
I mean, if Samuel L. Jackson is 70, I would not buy Mr. any older than or any younger than 60. Right?
Well, the thing
'Cause he's
is
gotta
that
be old.
he would look old because he's, well, really breaking his bones all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine how old that would make you look?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
black
you'd be
don't
fucking
crack.
stressed out all the time. Oh yeah, that's the.
How do
opposite.
his bones
Black
break
don't
if black don't crack?
Damn.
Good question.
So Monkey, I want to talk about a bit about the stuff that I actually do like in this movie.
Oh,
because
good.
Here is the thing.
Finally.
Despite the fact that I think that M. Night Shyamalan can't actually get his actors to say his script, which is bad, in a convincing way. Because the kid they brought back from One, who is now in his late 20s, early 30s, I guess. I don't think he's good at all. The son of Bruce Willis in this movie is awful.
The
He's
line
not the same
delivery
actor, is he?
yeah, it's the same actor, and his line delivery in his first
is?
scene was atrocious.
It is so fucking bad. And I was actually listening to a podcast where he said he's great. He's doing a great job after 20 years. I'm like, fuck no. He is so unbelievable. Usually I am totally for bring back the same kid and let him give him a shot at acting. But he is so fucking bad. But okay, so we have to explain Samuel L. Jackson's mom, who's bad, Bruce Willis' son, who is also bad, and Anya Taylor-Joy, who's amazing and is very hot at all times, is in this movie. And those three characters are kind of the continuation of these three heroic people. Essentially, they're the sidekicks who are continuing on the work. And I like that concept. I like the idea of the sidekicks kind of being the ultimate hero who's seeing this through. But almost all these characters are bad and badly written and bad actors. So it's kind of sabotaged by his own shitty directing and writing.
I thought you were going to mention the things that you liked.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the concept. I like the concept of
Wow.
Now, here's what I like. The movie fucking sucks.
yeah.
I like that too.
Florian, now we need to settle this debate. E-Rich is really obsessed with this Anya Taylor-Joy girl. The very first scene she's in, I've probably noticed this before, but this one scene in particular, it's so obvious that her eyes are in opposite hemispheres. And I thought she might be an alien. I've never seen eyes so far apart on a human, let alone an actress. What are your thoughts, Florian?
Wait, which one is she?
The girl
She's the
who
one
has
who falls
eyes
down
on
the
opposite. She looks like a chameleon. She has eyes on the opposite sides of her head. I imagine.
Is she the hot girl or?
Well, according to E-Rich, yes. No, why are you typing?
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, I guess she does have pretty weird, derpy eyes. Damn.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think about that until now.
It's all I could notice every scene. I was like, what? Her field of vision is it's like
chameleon.
Yeah, it's like 220 degrees rather than 180. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, she's real paranoid. She'll get kidnapped again. You gotta watch out.
What are you looking up? Some pictures of her in a bikini, E-Rich? What are you doing over there?
No. I'm looking at her face, and you're right. I don't know why I never really.
You've never noticed her fucking eyes before?
I guess I have. I just, yeah.
It's crazy. I'm gonna make that the
Yeah.
thumbnail for this episode when it goes up on monkeyjones.com. Just her fucking eyes, like a hammerhead shark.
Gonna
Right.
derp her up even more.
I don't think I could.
So, anyways,
Alright.
I gotta bring this up. I think they really didn't hammer home the point of how this was a big reveal in the end. And the main thing that failed for me is that he didn't blow up that tower. If he had arranged it so that the tower would blow up, and therefore proving that all the footage is real because it predicted the tower being blown up, then I would have believed that all the people would just get on their phone and see this footage. But the way he did it, I just don't. It's just so ridiculous that everyone's pulling out their phone and they're getting this. Even if this was a legit story, they wouldn't all be getting it like this. But it's just so bizarre.
Like, here's the thing. His idea was probably from like 2000 or so, because originally in
Oh, yeah.
Unbreakable, he was going to fight the Horde. Like, they were going to real quick talk about the Horde and talk about this multiple personality guy. And so he's probably had this idea of this organization that is keeping down the superheroes this entire time. I like the idea of the evil shield that is trying to keep the superheroes.
No, they're not
out of the
evil.
spotlight.
They're not
Yeah,
evil,
they're
Erich. That's
perfectly good.
yeah. That's
They are evil.
that's
No.
that's the nuance of the film, Erich, is that they're
They
neutral.
want to keep down the perfect man.
No, they want
the
to
perfect
they want to
man to
hide
ruin
heroes
everything.
and villains. They're in the middle. They want the world to
Right,
stay
right.
safe because
They-
it's dangerous to have these people out there. I think they're right.
Yeah, they believe in escalation and that bad people are inspired by good people, and that yeah,
It's
going
fucking
to
true.
destroy people.
Every single superhero movie ever made, the hero exists first, and then the villain shows up. Like, if neither of these existed, there would be no Carnage. A Man of Steel, fucking 9/11 times a million, never would have happened.
Right,
well,
right.
this time actually it started out with the villain, but I still agree that they are basically doing the right thing, because it's basically just like gun control. I don't know how you are in favor of having these superpowered humans going around, Erich.
Wait, what? Because I want to see superheroes fucking fight each other.
But
Yeah,
but it's basically.
but this movie is
10 times worse
counterculture to
than
that.
guns.
This is the
This isn't-
anti-Marvel movie, Erich. That's why it's pure Kino.
Yeah, this is a deconstruction of
Exactly,
superhero culture.
right.
Yeah. But like, it's not done well. That's the thing. Like, I like the ideas presented. It's just that M. Night Shyamalan can't fucking direct or act his scripts out to save his life.
Well,
Oh, man, and
Florian, keep
what-
going
what-
with what you were saying.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll bring up another point, which is that I'm just so weirded out by how long these movies are, because basically the plot is like 10 minutes long, and then he just stretches it out for like 3 hours or however long this one was. Just like it's just such a simple plot, and it just goes on forever. And then they have this part where they're in this mental institute that Mumkey liked so much, but to me that part just took forever, and they didn't even focus on the cool guy Dave. They just focused on
Who's Dave?
the insane people. Well, was it David? Well, the
David
Bruce
Dunn.
Willis,
Right. Yeah.
They don't focus on him. He's just there, and he has to endure all these loonies around him being interrogated, and the woman barely brings any attention to him, even though he's the interesting one, because he's the one who shouldn't be in a mental institution. But
Yeah,
instead she just talks to the actual loonies, and he's just there as if he was out of place.
What I think would be better is if this woman is trying to convince some other superpowered person that we haven't met yet that they don't have superpowers, because we don't know their struggle yet. So if Mr. Glass is in the asylum and is trying to convince this kid that he does have, like, basically it's going to be a rehash of the first movie, which is Mr. Glass is trying to convince somebody that he has superpowers. I do like the twist that Crumb was his father died in the train accident, which also made, so basically we learn at the end of Unbreakable that Samuel L. Jackson is guilty of crashing that train to create superheroes. Essentially, he's trying to draw superheroes out.
That is just so bizarre. That's, to me, that's a twist level of Luke, I'm your father, because that's just so ridiculous.
That's a good twist. Famous
No,
twist.
that's a
Everybody liked
retarded
it.
Twist. It made no
Luke,
sense.
I'm your father is a retarded twist.
Well, yeah. In that movie, it was the most retarded twist of all time.
What the fuck are you talking about, Florian?
Oof.
Well, they hadn't really established Luke's father at all at that point. They just
Yes, they did! In fucking episode 4, fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi sits Luke down and says, your father was a Jedi Knight. He was betrayed by Darth Vader. In the fucking 5th one, we understand that the bad guy is actually his father and Obi-Wan is a fucking liar. What else do you need?
Spoiler alert on Star Wars, guys.
Oh boy, because Mumkey is the one person that hasn't seen the Star Wars
I haven't
yet.
caught up. I'm only on episode 1.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Don't worry, they have
I'm watching
plenty
them in
of
order.
replay value. You don't need to worry about it. That's a good order to watch them in. But basically, it's a completely bullshit twist because the twist is about a character that we haven't seen yet. We've only heard about this character. And it's just ridiculous.
That's how fucking everything works. Kaiser Soze in fucking
No!
Usual Suspects. We
No,
never see
spoiler
Kaiser
alert.
Soze. We just hear about Kaiser
the whole
Soze.
movie is about figuring out who he is, isn't it?
Kaiser Soze?
I don't know. I mean,
Yes.
the whole movie is about figuring out who is the real perpetrator, and then we find out in the end. It's not a stupid twist that wasn't necessary like this one.
It was necessary though, because it's about turning the beast against Mr. Glass, and that's the way you do it. You say that he killed your father, your mother fucking tortured you as a kid, which made you kind of become this crazy multiple personality person.
I don't
That's
know,
a cool
man.
twist to me.
Yeah, but a twist that we couldn't have seen coming at all is not really a good twist, is it?
Actually, you could see it coming, and people have actually theorized that because in
Oh,
Unbreakable, he touches somebody who is having that multiple personality thing, and people have guessed that he was one of the kids that got touched by David Dunn. So
Let
it's
me
kind of
ask,
been in the water.
as somebody who has not seen Unbreakable and I didn't grow up watching it, maybe that's why I enjoy this movie more than you guys, because I'm not so attached to the world
you
and the
should watch
character.
Unbreakable. It's halfway decent.
Well,
And
let
if
me
you
ask
like
both
this
of
one-
you, and this is maybe the biggest spoiler of them all. What did you think about the death of Bruce Willis in this movie? Yay or nay?
It's not a good death, but I like that they killed off all the main characters.
I don't know. I'm so conflicted about this because I feel that for 3 movies now he's just completely wasted my time, and then he just kills off all the characters. I don't know. I'm just waiting for a big Marvel event where all the characters have a big fight, but no, they just die.
But like, here's the thing: M. Night Shyamalan is just deconstructing superheroes themselves. So it's kind of disingenuous to deconstruct and then just throw superhero action at the screen. Like he has to, if they're going to have this big fight, people are going to die as a result of it. And so David Dunn's able to save people, but he's also dies himself.
And the big fight at the tower was never going to happen. It was part of the Kaikaku. Samuel L.
Right.
Jackson, it was his plan the whole time that none of that would ever happen.
Nah, fuck that. Everything is just turning out to be his plan, no matter what happens. That's just bullshit.
That's his power, is that he's so smart he can plan 100 steps ahead. That's why it's Kino.
Right.
No, I don't like powers like that. They're just ridiculous.
Do you like
can just
Death
always
Note?
Say, well, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I mean, I guess the first half of Death Note is good.
Yeah,
But
I mean
then-
that's
A
what
lot
I'm
of people
talking
agree with
about. Yeah, I wouldn't
Well,
say
yeah,
I wouldn't say half. I would say like the first like 4/5. Like it doesn't really get bad until like
I
the
don't
last
even
10
remember-
episodes.
I don't even remember the last 10 episodes and that's how bad they are.
Yeah,
Maybe
when I
should
rewatch it, I
one
usually
day.
just stop right around around there.
You don't want to see the carnage? Oh man.
Anyway, guys,
I don't know,
we've been going on for about 40 minutes, so let's wrap it up. I want to hear both of your final thoughts on
Let me respond first.
Mr. Glass. Respond to your opinion on fucking Death Note. I don't care anymore. The time has
God damn
passed.
it. I think I'm just saying that Death Note is more logical than this. It's just like in the end, oh, in fact, it was all my plan all along. I was in fact.
That's
not
literally
stupid.
all of Death Note.
Yeah, that's
That's
Death
literally
Note.
all of Death Note. You just described Death.
Yeah, but in Death Note, he constantly has crazy plans. It's not like he has.
This
just-
is a 2-hour-long movie, my dude. You cannot constantly have crazy plans in a 2-hour-long movie. When you're dealing with a TV show, they're going to do that, of constantly having these plans.
Death Note isn't that long. There's plenty of time for that.
E-Rich, what are your final thoughts on Glass? Should people check it out
All
if they
right.
liked the other 2 movies?
No, you shouldn't. Like, you're going to ruin your conception of these characters. If you liked
Huh?
Split, there's enough. I guess there's enough Beast in this movie to, or not Beast, Horde in this movie. James McAvoy's great once again.
Yeah,
flipping
we haven't
between his
even
different
talked about it,
personalities.
but the highlight of the movie is James McAvoy. He should get Oscar nominated for this shit. It's so good. So many long takes where he goes to like 10 different characters in the span of a second. It's so great.
Yeah, because they're flashing this light to like make him shift in personality, and he's basically just shifting all the time in this movie. So he's absolutely great. He lives up to all of the hype that I had for more Horde in the next movie. Bruce Willis is super boring in this movie. Samuel L. Jackson is fine, I guess. Most of the time he just fucking is slack-jawed, kind of sitting in a chair.
He's doing the Breaking Bad wheelchair bit.
Right, yeah. So, but M. Night Shyamalan is a great idea guy. He has cool ideas for how to handle superheroes. He just cannot write scripts to save his life anymore. I guess I really liked Split overall, but when he has to like wrap something up, when he has to like make it epic and make it worthwhile, his themes are all right, his ideas are all right. He just can't put words into people's mouths and then make those people say those words because it comes off as fucking pretentious as fuck when characters are saying the main characters are meeting for the final show. Like, you cannot, that is not how deconstruction works. Like, characters cannot say major theme or major, like...
No, don't you get it? They're all comic book nerds. Do you see? It's all comic books. Don't you get it?
It's a very on-the-nose deconstruction, which I think it's not as brilliant as M. Night wants it to be, but I think there is a way to interpret it as being the more watered down and basic the dialogue is, the more really it's deconstructing how stupid superhero movies are in the first place.
It's so fucking like base level stuff though, and I am convinced M. Night Shyamalan believes he's a genius. He believes that he's a visionary. He's like, all of his movies had from visionary director M. Night Shyamalan.
He's the next Steven Spielberg. You're just jealous.
The famous Time magazine or whatever cover. Oh God, like he just cannot write compelling situations.
He's a kinographer. You're just jealous of his ability. That's his unbreakable superpower, is that he makes pure kino every time. Not a bad movie.
Most of the second act of the movie is just so boring that I was almost falling asleep in the theater.
Yikes.
I did not want to see Bruce Willis sad in a prison cell.
I did. I love that so much. I did.
With a bunch of hoses all around him.
That's awesome.
The plan that the plan that Mr. Glass comes up with is cool from that Keikaku tier, but it is entirely dependent on idiocy. Like idiocy from the standpoint of the security systems at this asylum, idiocy from the security guards. Like sometimes movies have to like lean on that, but it is so leaned into that you fall over because you're leaning so hard into it. And just like, it's to me the climax of the movie, which is David Dunn facing off against Kenneth.
20 minutes of pure kino is the climax.
Is very pedestrianly shot, and the action's not great, and we've got a bunch of side characters talking to each other about the incredible things that are happening in front of them. And it's just not good.
Just these three side characters right there for no reason, and they shouldn't even like each other. They're like, they're only related by knowing characters that are rivals,
mortal enemies.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to care that the fucking mother loves her son enough to support him and everything, even though he's a fucking mass murderer who is willing to kill hundreds of people in order to create superpower.
I don't think
E-Rich, you still love Obama, and how many fucking Afghanistan kids did Obama kill in drone strikes? He
droned a bunch of people.
So. Yeah, and you still love Obama. What are you fucking talking about?
You got me.
He follows you on Twitter and follows equal endorsements.
But Glass was a big disappointment for me. I love some of the idea concepts here. We barely even talked about this organization that is killing the superheroes and stuff. I think that's a cool idea.
Me and Florian agreed that they were the good guys.
It's such a weird thing, though, because you see a shot of a guy with a clover tattoo on his arm, and like they had never shown us anything about that before then. So it's like, is that supposed to be like a reveal or a hint or something? And yeah, it eventually gets there, but it's just like, what the fuck?
Man,
what are your final thoughts,
Florian?
Florian?
Anything else after this?
No.
You don't think there'll be a movie about the Clover organization having to battle against millions
Who's
of
going to see that
superheroes?
movie? Who's going to say, I want to see the
Dude, it's obvious that they would watch any kind of bullshit he makes. He made a movie about a guy kidnapping 3 women and then he goes insane. And that's the movie. I don't know, man.
What are your final thoughts on Glass, Florian?
Well, I gotta say, I really liked Unbreakable when I was a kid, but then I saw Split in order to catch up to this movie, and I was so disappointed by Split. And I was like, in the end, it just like they just show Bruce Willis reacting to the Split guy getting
Yeah.
arrested, was it? And it's
No,
like,
no, it was
what
just
the
a report about him.
Oh right, yeah.
Because he
report.
escapes.
And then it's like, I know something similar that happened. It's just like that wheelchair guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That was just like the dumbest cameo of all time.
Florian, that was a bad scene, but I didn't know that this was a Unbreakable sequel, so I was fucking hyped. Like, it's so dumb with like, hey, this reminds me of that thing that happened 15 years ago. What was that guy's name? And then Bruce Willis comes out of the shadows and is like, his name was Mr. Glass. Like, that, it's really cringy.
That's not even his real name.
Yeah, right.
So basically, then Glass comes out, and I didn't watch any trailers, so I was just gonna be fully surprised. And well, surprisingly, it redeemed the Split character, who I completely hated up until now. But
That's insane, Florian. You sound like you're insane saying that Split was not a good movie to you.
I don't know how you can see Split as a good movie. Basically, nothing happens the entire time. It's basically just the same as this movie, where it's just 3 characters caught in a really hostile situation where they can't escape for an hour, and then some shit happens at the end.
I can't. We gotta end this, so I can't really like fucking fight you on this.
All right, folks. Here's the only opinion that matters. Whether or not you should see this movie. 1, masterful performance by James McAvoy. It's worth the price of admission automatically. You don't have to go see this in theaters. You can watch this on your little tiny screen at home. Won't change the experience for you. James McAvoy is just McAvoy. James McCoy. James McAvoy.
James Macadamia Nut.
Macadamia Nut. He is a fucking treasure in this film, and he's not even changing his clothes most of the time. He's just like changing the way he stands, the way he moves his face, the way he speaks, and you can recognize different characters. In the theater, he changed characters to the woman one, like the leader of the horde, and
Patricia, maybe?
Yeah, Patricia. And before Patricia introduced herself, somebody in the theater whispered, "That's Patricia." So that's how you know it's a good performance. That some guy in the theater had to say that out loud because he recognized the change in facial expression. So James McAvoy, great. 2, if you like kinos about characters stuck in mental hospitals, this is a decent one. 3, if you like All According to Kaikaku, super genius man has a master plan that gets unfolded over the course of a film, and at the end you get the grand reveal, you will also enjoy it for that. For those 3 reasons, and that's why I say Glass. And even as somebody who has not seen all 3 films in this trilogy, I would say this movie is kino, but you don't need to go out and see it anytime soon.
But does that make sense? Doesn't it mean, if it's kino, doesn't it mean you have to see it in the cinema?
No, that just means it is a high form of art.
Right.
That's not what kino means.
Oh, fuck you, Florian.
How can you tell the creators of Is It Kino what kino means?
Right.
God damn it.
I have to say, Mumkey, the audience loves James McAvoy in this movie. Like, whenever he's on screen, whenever the kid comes out, and etc. Like,
I
all
love that
shit,
character.
People love James McAvoy, and that's because he's the best thing in this movie and the only thing worth watching in this movie.
That's
fair. I thought the kid would have grown up. I thought the kid would be an annoying teenager, but no, I guess
he's always 9.
He's constantly 9.
Yeah, constantly 9. But that's his
Solid.
superpower, is that he's always 9. He can see the world for what it really is. Mr. Glass told him so.
Yeah, it's just an edgy nightmare.
Yeah,
great.
the scenes between Mr. Glass and the Beast are actually really, not the Beast, the Horde, are really fucking good. Because he's just playing him like a fiddle, and yeah.
Oh, but there was so few of those. Oh man, if only Mr. Glass hadn't been just a dead fish for so long.
This should have been a prison breakout movie. It should have been all of them attempting to break out, like, and it's not.
That's what it kind of becomes.
You know what? It is like Last Jedi because
5
Mr.
minutes.
Glass is basically Luke, and he doesn't do anything until the very end.
I'm telling you, yeah, this movie is identical. Last Jedi is a deconstruction of what Star Wars is, and this movie is a deconstruction of the superhero genre. It's beat for beat the same movie.
I
Yeah,
like.
bring
I have
soy
to.
milk now.
I have to prevent myself from spurging out here because I just want to like tell you guys how wrong you are, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody, that's it for this episode of Visit Kino. Erich, what movies are on the horizon that they can tune into next time? Alita?
Wait,
Alita
what are
comes
we
out
seeing?
in like 3 weeks.
We're not seeing Alita yet, are we?
That's not until Valentine's Day, but I'm going to be in New York City for the next 2 weeks, so I can't Kino for quite a while.
Damn.
Do we know anything we're gonna see?
I'm looking forward to Alita. There's a Happy Death Day to You is coming out on Valentine's Day. Very funny
forward to that.
release date for that movie and that title.
Did you see the trailer of that movie that like spoils everything about the movie?
Happy Death Day to You.
Well, I guess
Yeah, Happy Death Day to You.
It doesn't spoil the movie. It tells you how it's a continuation of the first one. I really like the
It
trailer.
tells you who the killer is, though.
Does it?
Or
They
it
literally,
doesn't.
No.
they literally reveal who the killer is
No,
in the trailer.
no. Have you seen the first movie, Erich?
Yes.
Yeah, she's saying that that's who the killer was in the first movie, and now it's different
Yeah.
this time.
But
It's
they
not a
spoiled the
spoiler.
movie
A sequel is not a spoiler for the first movie, you fucking idiot. What are you talking about?
But the sequel to a movie that tells you the twist of the first movie is not like
In the trailer, she was
In the
recapping
trailer.
the first movie. It's not a spoiler.
And there are people who haven't seen the first movie.
That's
so
why would you watch a sequel if you haven't seen the first one?
Well, he's talking about the trailer spoiling.
Yeah,
it,
the
but
trailer.
That's too bad.
Well, fucking
Monkey. We're talking about the trailer to the second movie.
a
spoiling the first
trailer.
movie, not the second movie.
The trailer to a sequel is allowed to spoil the previous film. Are you saying
But
that
you
Avengers Endgame trailer spoils that Thanos won in Infinity War? Are you fucking retarded? Of course it does. It's a sequel. What are you blabbing about? What are you complaining about? Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy?
A killer, like, no, the killer plot line being revealed is a different thing than like a serialized story.
No,
like
it's fucking not.
It's
the
no,
trailer
no.
to a sequel can spoil anything at once from the previous movie.
Well, was it necessary to spoil it though?
It's letting you know that
No,
this is a
Monkey.
direct sequel.
You do not need to spoil the previous movie in order to sell. The
But
next
it's not a detriment
case.
if you do. It's not
Well,
against
if
the
you don't have
rules.
to, it's stupid.
That first movie is all about finding out who the killer is, and I don't need to watch that movie now because I saw it spoiled in the fucking trailer.
Well, cool. Then go see the new one. They're not making money
No,
off the
no,
old
no,
one
no,
anymore.
no.
What do they care?
That's the plan. Planned obsolescence. Damn. They got them.
I will never complain that a sequel trailer tells you what happened in the previous film.
But what
Anyway,
if you just see it? and
that's
you haven't seen
enough.
the-
That's enough for this episode of Kino. I'm pissed.
But Monkey, next week,
Everyone's
Kid Who Would Be
pissed,
King.
oh no. What have I done?
Kid Who Would Be King comes out.
I'm not gonna be here, so you guys feel
Okay.
free to watch The Kid Who Would Be King.
Oh, you don't want to watch it after the fact? Oh.
No, I don't care about that movie. Even though it has a surprisingly high review score, I don't care.
Have you guys seen Serenity trailers at all with Matthew McConaughey killing somebody for Anne Hathaway?
No. Is
No?
that-
Nobody saw that trailer?
Is that that
yeah, I thought
series
that was gonna
cancelled?
be. I thought that was gonna be like a prestige Oscar bait movie, but it looks like it's a shitty January movie. So I'm very interested about that.
Fuck you! It's January.
Yeah.
Velvet Buzzsaw's coming on Netflix. That looks great.
All right, I don't care. For Zakino, I've been Mumkey Jones, joined as always by E-Bitch McSoy.
Mm-hmm. Still defending The Last Jedi.
And, of course, Florian Himzel. Where can we find your guys' stuff online?
You can find me on the Erich channel. Just search Erich in YouTube. I should really find some fucking way to like tell people how to see that. But and then at Erich Kino on Twitter.
Yeah, and check out Game Squid on YouTube, everyone.
Alrighty, see you guys next time.
Oh, I forgot to talk about the song that's in both Split
Oh,
and
no.
Unbreakable, like, and is not in Glass. It fucking pisses me off.
Which one?
I like it's not a song. It's like an orchestral thing, but
Oh.
yeah, it's like a theme that plays for David Dunn. That
All right. everybody, that's the end of Visit Kino, but we're going to hang out and talk to the chat. I have to pee, so you two entertain the chat while I'm gone.
All right,
Oh,
I might
no.
have to go in the next 5-10 minutes. I don't know. Let me ask people how soon they need me.
Yeah, ask the chat how long they need you.
Okay, so the chat wants to know what my so I'll say it while Mumkey's gone. The reason why The Last Jedi is not like Glass is because The Last Jedi is about convincing Luke Skywalker that he should come back and help them. Glass is about convincing a bunch of superheroes that they're not superheroes. The point of The Last Jedi, convincing Luke, happens, and Luke saves the day by projecting his spirit across, or his presence across the galaxy. In Glass, they're trying to convince people that they're not superheroes, and that's fucking dumb.
Yeah, but
Like,
the
wanting
underlying
Luke's-
theme is the same, because it's obvious that they shouldn't have been Jedi in The Last Jedi, because they just fuck shit up, and superheroes just fuck shit up as well, and that's why they shouldn't be superheroes.
Yeah, but I think there's a dichotomy here where superheroes somehow aren't valuable because supervillains also exist. That's fucking bullshit right out of the fucking Civil War, where for some reason, because people died because supervillains did bad things, the heroes should feel
No,
bad.
the point is that
bullshit.
the villains get stoked by the heroes. The villains only fight because they want to rival the heroes. Otherwise, they would just rob a bank and that's it. But oh no, it's Spider-Man. We're gonna derail a train so that he can be distracted.
I think there were plenty of times when supervillains happened first before the hero.
They would never want to destroy the Earth because they only do that because they can't own the Earth. It's always because of an escalation, because good and evil. If there's just evil, then it would be fine. Don't you see?
If there was just evil, it would be fine.
Exactly. All it takes is for good men to do nothing, and everything will be fine. Don't you understand?
All right, let's read some of the Last Jedi criticism in here. Last Jedi reads like it was written by a fat 40-year-old film critic who hates Star Wars and it sucks. Like, actually, The Last Jedi is all about reinforcing all the best themes of Star Wars and that the Jedi are good and should stand up for truth and justice and all that bullshit.
What? That's the opposite of the truth. The Last Jedi is about how the Jedi sucked, and they failed on every level.
But just because the Jedi suck does not mean you kill all the Jedi and no longer be Jedi. Like, just because bad things have happened in the past doesn't mean you should prevent good things from happening in the future. That's not how that works.
They were literally incompetent, and that's why everything happened. Everything that was bad.
What's that? Say that again?
Everything that was bad happened because the Jedi were incompetent.
No, but Emperor Palpatine was a Sith who fucking took over the galaxy. Just because the Jedi couldn't
because he used the Jedi as pawns in his plan.
Yeah.
Because Jedi allowed him to rise, basically. None of this would have happened without Jedi.
Just because you can't stop the bad guys every single time doesn't make it bad. And also, the Jedi did return in the form of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader turning good. So they did actually win, actually.
Well, no, actually, because everything was lost when they made the new trilogy.
It wasn't all lost. The good guys won.
What? No, they everything was for nothing.
Why were they sitting around a fire fucking clapping if they didn't win?
The first order rose and everything was for nothing.
That was 30 years later. That was 30 years later. You're saying that because World War II happened.
Well, yeah. I mean, World War I directly led to World War II, so...
The hard-fought peace of World War I is not worth it because World War II happened.
I would argue World War II was much worse than World War I.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't a true victory because then it just happened again, like, what, 20 years later?
Well, yeah, and that's because the good guys did shitty things to the bad guys.
And then in World War II, the bad guys won. Like, it was tragic.
Oh, no.
Wait, I might have watched the wrong... I think I watched the wrong documentary. Who won?
Well, if you don't like the Soviet Union, then...
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. My joke stands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the real problem is that World War II just spoiled World War I. All the victory was for
Yeah, the trailers for World War II spoiled the first one. Fucking stupid. Nice. E-Rich.
Yeah?
Don't be a cuck. I'm going to call you out in front of 138 people, E-Rich.
All right.
Are you coming to the Flophouse live show in February?
Ask me again on Friday.
Motherfucker. Are you coming to me and Asterios' Manhattan show this weekend?
No, I'm going to Philadelphia with my girlfriend.
Piece of shit.
All the way to New York? How could he?
Shameful. Florian, are you going to fly out to New York this weekend to see my live show?
Oh, God. Well, I have no ticket.
Fake friends.
You have no ticket? You could buy a ticket.
Oh, no, I could have bought a ticket.
It's not too late. Not too late.
Oh, man. Just the idea of going out somewhere in person. It's just scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
I have to go in front of an audience of dozens of people and perform, Florian. Can you even imagine?
How is
you
that
promise to
gonna work?
take out your cock as well. It's basically like that dream of going naked to school all over
No,
again.
it's an all
I thought you
ages
were
show.
I thought you were making a Louis C.K. joke there.
Oh, big oof.
Oh, it's a boomer versus sumo reference, but never mind.
E-Rich doesn't listen to that shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, chat.
Wait, Boomer versus Zoomer? I listened to Boomer versus.
Yeah.
You don't know about the penis?
I haven't listened to the most recent episode.
I promised I'd pull out my dick on stage at the show.
Oh my god.
Has E-Rich done a face reveal yet? Talk about a fake fan. Have you not watched Monkey Jones Stops a School Shooting, the greatest short film ever made?
Or the hot sauce thing where I was trying out hot sauce?
Well, that video's not available anymore, so.
Okay, right. Only the true fans know about that one.
Yeah, the truest of the fans.
Yeah.
Chad, go ahead and hit us up with any questions or things you want to see us talk about. We're just here to hang out. Although I should be packing because I have a flight tomorrow morning.
Earch better not come to the New York show. I'll kick his fucking Star Wars hating soy ass. I love Star Wars, skinhead Larry.
I'm the one who hates. Well, no, I love Star Wars actually. I just think the Jedi are a piece of shit. But then again, I guess they're necessary. They're just as bad as the Sith, though, basically.
Okay. I'm so sick
Favorite
of giving a shit
Metallica
about
album.
Star Wars.
Ah, sorry about that. I guess you can't escape the soy wars.
Yeah.
Even now.
God, I think the more I hear about Star Wars, the more I hate it. I'm so sick of it.
Well,
Somebody
you're
asked
doing
favorite
this to
Metallica
yourself.
album.
You need to watch it.
Best
then
Metallica.
you'll understand.
I don't know Metallica by their albums. I just listen to the songs. So I wouldn't know which album has the most of my favorite songs on it.
What's your favorite song of theirs?
Oh my god. I mean, it's
so many.
Talk about a Sophie's choice. I mean, and no matter what you say, people will say, "Oh, what a normie." That's everybody's favorite Metallica song. But
are you just gonna say Saint Anger? No one will like that one.
No, yeah, I mean, I really like Unforgiven. I really like Black. Those are my answers.
Black is good.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
What about you guys?
I don't know much Metallica.
Master of Puppets.
I was gonna say I'll just say Master of Puppets and people will shit on me.
Enter Sandman.
There you go.
I like For Whom the Bell Tolls, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's see here. Erich, do you agree Orange Man bad?
Do you?
Fucking 3 guesses.
You just reminded me. This might not be interesting to anybody, but the premiere of Celebrity Big Brother 2 starts tonight. Do you guys know who was on Celebrity Big Brother 2?
Donald Trump.
idea.
They got fucking Scaramucci in the house.
Oh my god, the mooch.
And if you don't know how Big Brother works, it's a 24-hour live stream of all these people living in a house. So there will be, for 20 days straight, unlimited access to us watching the mooch brush his teeth, take a shower, do his laundry. But most importantly, he's probably going to talk a lot about Trump. I'm really excited. But the celebrity I'm the most excited about is Tom Green. They've got Tom Green.
God. He got fingered.
Yeah, well, among many other things.
Holy shit.
Very fun. He was the original Eric Andre. Very hilarious comedian, and I'm excited to watch him on a 24-hour stream for the next month. So it should be a good season.
The entire time.
Can you choose which camera you see, or do they cut it for
Yeah,
you?
there's 4 different camera angles. so it is limited, but typically they're showing something interesting.
Damn.
But that's only if
I
you
never
have
saw.
CBS All Access. But the show itself, like the edited 40-minute version of the show, starts tonight. So I'm looking forward to that.
Damn.
How fast do they edit it?
Very fast. Yeah, because there's 3 episodes a week, and it's just showing stuff that happened, the day before. So yeah, they have to edit that shit real fast.
Do they just have a rotation of editors just trying to work on that shit at all
Yes.
times?
Yeah, I imagine it's like a 24-hour operation because they have to be constantly watching it and then somehow decide, okay, from 168 hours of footage this week, we need to edit it into 2 hours of like trying to put together the narrative of what's happening. It's such an incredible feat, and I really respect it.
And there's so many camera angles that they have to cut together as well.
Yeah, and they have to do interviews with the people to get their thoughts on what's going on, and I don't know how they do it, but it's great.
Sweet.
Damn, I guess they must cut it into little pieces and everything is just one guy's responsibility. I guess one guy has to direct who gets which job. It must be pretty complicated.
Yeah, it's a big operation. But it's worth it because we get to see the Mooch and Tom Green just hanging out for about a month.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Sounds great.
A whole month.
Okay, I'm looking at this year's movie releases. There is every week to see.
There's what?
There's something every week to see.
Except for next week.
Yeah, except for next week, of course. Yeah, January is kind of shitty. But,
well, name all the movies you think we should kino, and we'll see what the year has in store for us.
Hell yeah. Now or
yeah. Right now, let's briefly talk about our hype for each of these films.
Velvet Buzzsaw, the movie from Dan Gilroy and Jake Gyllenhaal, who made the Nightcrawler.
So that's the same director.
Same director, same Gyllenhaal as well.
So if I recall, this is a movie. Same Gyllenhaal. This is a movie about Jake Gyllenhaal being like a pretentious art critic. Is that right?
Yes, and the art comes to life and kills people and shit.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Lego Movie 2.
I
doesn't look great, but
I don't really care.
Oh, you didn't like Lego?
No, I like the Lego Movie. That's why I don't want to see this one because it's a different director.
But did you like the Lego Batman? Was that the same director?
No, it wasn't. And I did like Lego Batman, so maybe this movie will be good.
You gotta do it. It's gonna be a hat trick.
Let's see here. Happy Death Day to You is on the 13th.
I am excited for that one. I'm excited.
Battle Angel.
What are you saying?
The second trailer I saw was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped for Alita. I'm seeing that in IMAX the day it comes out. I've been waiting for that one for a long time.
They fixed her eyes. She doesn't look fucking crazy anymore.
Wow, what a boon.
It's the story of Mega Man, but it's a teenage anime girl living, and Dr. Light is Christoph Waltz. It looks great.
Right. Yeah, it should be fun. And then after that, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
I've never seen any of those. I don't care.
Fuck you, Mumkey! Those movies are some of my favorite. They are Pixar level awesome.
I don't give a shit.
Did you see the series of that?
The series? The books?
No, the animated series.
No, I did not. I did not.
It continues the story. It must be canon.
Oh, I think they got a lot of the same actors back.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised you didn't see it. But then again, it gets boring quite fast.
All right. And then
I wonder
in
if
March,
it takes it.
Chaos Walking, which looks great. I haven't seen a trailer, but it seems like it should be
What
great.
is Chaos Walking?
It's directed by Doug Liman, who did Edge of Tomorrow.
Wait. Go back to February, E-Rich, you cuck. You forgot about the most important movie of them all.
What's that?
Marvel?
What Men Want?
The movie about the fat chick who lands inside of a love movie, a chick flick. What is that movie called?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
The chick who plays like.
Oh, Isn't It Romantic?
Yeah, Isn't It Romantic? That movie looks pretty dope.
Right. Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson is like, she lives in the real world, but then like something happens and she's living in the world of a romantic comedy, and it's like spoofing the whole thing. I think it actually looks kind of funny. It's gonna be a date night movie. I'm gonna take Sheep out. We're gonna laugh our little asses off watching Rebel Wilson stuck in a romantic comedy and where the world doesn't make sense. I think it actually looks like a good piece of satire.
That's interesting. I should probably watch a trailer for that. And
Yeah.
Probably see that then.
Do they have a musical scene where everyone just goes wild and she's just confused because
Yeah.
of what's going on?
That's in
Oh
the
my
trailer.
God. That's amazing. I didn't even know, but now it all makes sense.
Yeah, it looks really funny.
Also on March 1st, Tyler Perry's A Medea.
No! More. You didn't even watch the last Medea movie. I saw it, and then I had to explain it to you.
Hell no.
But yeah, I will definitely be seeing Medea Funeral. I think it's the final Medea film, E-Rich.
Really?
That's what they're saying.
They're gonna bury Medea?
I think it's about her dying.
Thank fuck. Filming took place at Tyler Perry Studios and Atlanta for 1 week in 2017. They shot this movie for 1 week.
Over a year ago?
Wow. Over a year ago, they made this movie.
What the fuck?
They shot it in 1 week.
They must have filmed this one and the Halloween one back to back. I bet they both took a
There is
week.
no production on this movie.
That's
It is essentially Tyler Perry finds a bunch of black people, just says, "Can you read these lines?" Yes? Okay. We're making a Medea movie.
That
Holy
sounds like
shit.
pure Kino. I can't wait.
What the fuck is Medea even?
It's Tyler
Florian.
Perry dresses up as an old black woman and just is a racial stereotype for 90 minutes, and that's all of them.
What, you mean Nutty Professor?
But the worst version of that possible.
No. Why?
You guys should watch a Medea movie for the E-Ridge channel. That'd be very funny. If you guys want to record a Medea Kino episode while I'm gone, and we can put it on the iTunes feed and on my website, that'd be fine.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's watch a Medea movie, Florian.
I doubt it'll come to cinemas, but I guess we'll see.
There's no way they're playing Medea movie. There's no
Yeah,
fucking way.
you don't think the Austrian audience is hungry for the final chapter of Medea's story?
No.
Well, I know they showed the Nutty Professor in the cinemas back in the day, but I don't know if they still do stuff
I
like
don't think
that.
it's really related.
Medea is like several levels down from the.
Oh no!
It's the worst theatrically released series of movies, perhaps ever. I can't think of
Tyler
anything
Perry's
else.
all of his movies are like several steps down from fucking Norbit, and that was like.
Hey,
Norbit is
Norbit.
Kino.
Yeah.
Don't
Norbit
talk
is
shit about
Kino, you
Norbit.
say.
I think I saw that on one of my friend's birthdays when we were like 12. We saw Norbit, and it was the best birthday party he's ever had. Michael, for $2, says, I want Florian to become the next Medea.
No.
Florian, can we put you in blackface as an 80-year-old overweight woman and just run around saying things?
How do you
Oh
feel dressing up in a black face and a fat suit and then screaming the N-word on top of it?
Whoa! Does
How do you
Medea
feel
scream
about
the
that?
N-word in those movies? I don't remember that part.
Well, don't they always?
No. Okay, what's the next movie, Rich, before Florian gets his
Captain
band?
Marvel, the new Marvel movie.
I already they had an early ticket release or whatever. You can pre-order your tickets. So I already have my IMAX seat selected because I knew it was going to sell out fast. I'm going to see it the
When
very
is it?
very first showing.
March 8th, Florian.
Yeah.
Man, why would you see it on the very first viewing? Do you want to be crowded with 1 million people?
Yeah, that's
Because he wants to just hear this the entire time.
I think that's it's the only way really to get the full Marvel movie experience is you're in there opening night, very first showing with all the diehard fans, and they're gonna fucking live it up. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I like it best when it's like half full, so I can just sit at the edge where I'm not next to anyone.
Wait, you sit at the very far extreme side of the theater?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy
I
shit.
sit all the way back though, but on the side.
From that angle, Anya Taylor-Joy's eyes must have looked like they were on opposite sides of the screen.
Oh yeah, I
All right.
guess.
Are you guys excited for Captain Marvel? The trailers are probably the worst trailers of any Marvel movie ever.
The trailers
Well,
aren't good.
I don't watch trailers, but I think she looks hot. So I can't
yeah,
wait.
well, wait, what's her name? Brie Larson? Yeah, no,
Brie Larson has been hot.
She's
for the
pretty
past
hot,
fucking 10
even
years.
though Tom Holland literally has a nicer ass than her. But yeah, she's fine. Have you seen those side-by-side pictures of them in their costumes? And Spider-Man's ass is like nice and full, and hers is just there's nothing there. Michael,
I like
Michael for
small
$2
butts,
says, I'd rather
okay?
watch Medea's funeral day one than go see Captain Marvel with the same people saying the Force is female. No, I'm not gonna let Captain Marvel be bogged down in this fucking gender politics shit. It's just another generic Marvel movie. I don't
People
care.
are telling fucking her to smile in the trailers or something. It's just like
Florian was.
I did not. What are you talking about?
We were
Unless
just
you
talking
say
the other
about
day.
Iron Man or Captain America. What are you doing with your life?
I didn't even think that was bad. I thought that's fine. Why would she be smiling? She's in trouble, obviously.
Yeah.
I always smile when I punch old women in the face on the subway.
Damn.
And then Us. Us comes out on March 22nd.
I don't care.
You don't care? You didn't like Get Out at all?
The trailer to Us did not look very interesting.
Oh,
Get Out
God.
I thought Get Out was
Out?
fine.
Yeah, I thought Get Out was decent.
Yeah.
What about Harmony Korine? Do you like Harmony Korine movies?
Is that the guy who made Spring Breakers?
Yes.
Never heard of
Not
it.
a big fan.
I did not see Spring Breakers. I just know people like that movie.
The Crow 751 for $3. Hey, it's your thick homie. Almost done with the passage. If you ever visit upstate South Carolina, hit me up. It's not too far from here. Maybe I'll be in the neighborhood. Anyway, what were you saying?
The Passage. What the fuck's The Passage?
Well, you're not watching my series of videos about the passage, you piece of shit?
No.
Oh,
What is
well,
that?
You'll
It's
never
really good.
know.
You should watch it.
Yeah, you'll
I
never
mean,
know.
I watch his videos, not the
I don't
passage.
be out of I don't be out of the loop.
Yeah, it's
I guess I gotta
MumkeyJones.com. I've got 2 passage videos up and a third one on the way.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, the first one
Yeah,
wasn't about an
episode 0 and
though.
episode 1.
Yeah.
Episode 2 premieres tonight, but I don't know if I'll have enough
Oh,
time to watch and review it before my flight tomorrow morning, so I might just stay up all night doing that video.
Damn.
Damn,
Anyway.
that must take you forever to edit. It looks like so much work.
Yeah, it was the second episode. If I don't delay it, it might have to be a quicker edit because there's no way I can edit in all the clips and still make it to my plane tomorrow morning.
Well, maybe you won't have an hour-long rant this time. Guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, what's next on the movie list?
Movie that looks interesting, Captive State, about a bunch of aliens that have taken over Chicago or something.
Neat.
I
Never
don't
heard
really
of
know
that
anything
one.
about that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just aware of some of this shit. It's from the guy who made the Planet of the Apes movie, or the second movie.
Oh, wow.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Might be good.
Oh, you only made that one? Well, that was pretty cool, though.
And then Shazam and Pet Cemetery. I think Shazam looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Shazam.
I'm a big fan of Chuck. You guys ever seen that NBC show Chuck? So to see,
Nope.
well, Chuck is he's playing Shazam in this movie. Very excited to see him after he was barely used in the Thor movies. It was a
Right. He was recast as what's his name? The dude with the sword.
yeah. He was in the second one for a second, and then he dies immediately in the third one. So I'm excited to see Chuck on the big screen, and Shazam
Yeah,
looks
as a
like a
superhero.
delightful, funny movie.
Yeah, it looks like Up. Or wait, no, not Up. What's the fucking Tom Hanks movie where he turns from a
Big.
kid into Big? Yeah, it looks like Big with a superhero, so that's fun.
Yeah.
How about Pet Cemetery? Have you seen the first Pet Cemetery?
No, and I saw the trailer, and I just don't care. Stephen
Okay,
King. I don't
alright.
give a shit. Fuck off.
All right.
But if you're excited, you can tell us about it, E-Rich.
I haven't seen the first one. I just know people like it. There's crazy undead cats and shit, so I'll probably end up seeing that.
Is it a horror movie?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
crazy. Wow.
It sure
Alright,
is.
he's blown away.
Well, no, I have no idea what it could be. It could be like a crazy movie where it's just a dark parody and people are just burying pets and nothing happens. I don't know.
Michael says, Mumkey, you could be the next Chuck. Just remove the H. I assume you meant to say that to E-Rich, Michael.
Yeah, right,
You
right.
piece of shit. Very rude.
Nice.
What's next?
Hellboy, the Hellboy remake. Doesn't look good.
Not gonna see it. Don't
Yeah.
care.
Under the Silver Lake, which is the follow-up to It Follows.
Just another horror movie, I take it.
It is not a horror movie. It's a
Oh, is this
absent-minded
with
detective movie.
Andrew Garfield?
Yes, with Andrew Garfield.
Okay, yeah, I want to see that one then.
And it's apparently so bad that they had to rework it to make it different.
Perfect. That's my favorite kind of movie.
Yeah, it'll probably get a straight 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Awesome. What
Man.
about that X-Men movie that's been delayed for 2 years? Is that coming out soon?
I think it's coming out in August or some
What
shit.
the fuck?
Is that the movie called New Mutants? Is that an X-Men movie?
No, but that movie is also maybe going to come out this. Not. Let's see here.
Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, Dark Phoenix. When does it say that's coming out?
Isn't New Mutants the one that we've been waiting 2 years for, like the horror movie?
Yes. That one also.
They've
might come out
reshot the
this year.
whole thing.
I'm so confused. Why is it horror? Is it X-Men? What is it?
Yeah, they were trying to make a horror X-Men movie, but then it was so horrible that they pushed it back 15 months to reshoot the entire thing.
It apparently didn't have enough horror in it, even though it's a horror X-Men movie, so they had to
And they adding more horror? I don't like that.
It's so weird that I saw trailers for this movie, and the movie theater, my local movie theater, had a poster for it hanging up in the hallway.
Yes.
And then it's not coming out for another year. That's crazy.
Right. Even after that was announced and like it was obvious it's not going to be in theaters, the poster was up the month it was supposed to come out. Like they kept that poster up for fucking long.
That is insane.
Wow, that's how you get the most viewing, huh, of your poster.
How much money did they waste putting that as a trailer before movies? And then they said, oh, you know what? Let's redo this whole movie and start over.
Yeah, probably a lot of money.
All right, what's next?
Let's see here. Avengers Endgame. Don't know what that is.
That sounds boring. What's next?
Interesting. Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Oh, hell yeah! Yeah, that's going to be the fucking keynote of the month. Oh, man. Oh, I hope Pikachu just slaps Marvel with his big Pika dick right across the face. Are they coming out on the same day, or is it like a week apart?
Avengers Endgame comes out on 26th, and Pokemon Detective Pikachu takes place. That comes out on May 10th. So it's about.
Oh, Pikachu comes out first.
No. April 26th is when Avengers Endgame comes out. And May 10th for.
Like, as big as Marvel is, and they have the record for, like, the biggest box office income of all time, like, 5 times in a row. But Pokemon is literally the most profitable franchise in the history of existence. And you can look that up.
Wow.
So I am curious to see how well this live-action Ryan Reynolds Pokemon movie does up against the Avengers, even though it'll be a few weeks later. That's going to be very interesting to watch.
Man,
absolutely.
When's the last time they had a Pokemon movie in the cinemas?
In America, not since like 1998.
Forever Heroes. Did Heroes come out in theaters?
I remember seeing those.
I think only the first 2 or 3 of them were actually released in theaters in America. The rest were like straight to VHS.
I remember seeing the 3rd one in theaters.
Yeah,
me too.
And they were pretty successful, if I remember, right? Because Pokemon is the biggest thing of all time.
Why'd they stop putting them to cinemas then?
Because they started sucking.
That Dragon Ball Z movie actually did super good.
Wasn't the first one already bad?
The Evolution movie? Oh, no, you mean the new one that just came out?
The new one that was just out for a couple days. Theaters. It did super good. I
think in Mexico alone it made like $5 million, which is pretty crazy.
God damn.
Because they don't even have money in Mexico.
Damn.
Do you guys see Ultra Instinct Shaggy?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. Scooby-Doo. Just Shaggy with white hair. All right. May 17th. John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Stupid title. Stupid title.
Parabellum is an awful title.
Why would they add that on when the second one did not have an extra title on it?
I don't know.
Stupid.
I don't know. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, the trailer looks dope. Movie looks dope.
Trailer looks great. He's got fucking 2 dogs, and he's making the dogs attack people. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, and then he's gonna freak out because the dogs died again. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I didn't know what a Parabellum was.
What is it?
It's a gun, apparently.
It's a semi-automatic pistol or machine gun.
Well, last time Everidge talked about semi-automatic pistols, he got in a lot of trouble, so maybe we should move on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, that's just a gun that reloads automatically, right? It's not
Thank you for the bits, Tear of a Phoenix. Thank you.
May 24th, Aladdin.
Nope.
Oh man, we're gonna see this with Will Smith.
I'm not going to see any of the Disney live action remakes anymore. I'm not funding that. I'm not giving them my money for
Thank
that.
you.
I'm voting with my wallet.
Thank you.
Go fuck
Wha-
yourself,
wha-
Disney.
You've done
When
me a
did they
service.
disappoint you with this?
What?
When did they disappoint you with
Oh,
these?
the fact that they're doing it at all. And now they have 3 of them coming out this year. It pisses me off,
The
man.
Lion King and Aladdin.
Like, these weren't
you
even
see any of
original.
them?
They weren't original in the first place. They're all fucking, they're
Right.
just ripping off legends and lores and Grimm's fairy tales and shit. They make a cartoon, and then 50 years later, they make the same fucking movie again. Just make something original, Disney, you fucking losers. You uncreative hacks. Make literally anything original. Don't buy Marvel and Star Wars and ruin it. Just fucking make your own original idea. What are you doing?
You don't even like Star Wars, man.
What's the last original movie that Disney made under the Disney name that was not based off of something else? Can you think of
Every
anything?
Pixar movie.
Pixar is its own thing. It's not Disney. I want.
It's owned by Disney.
So is fucking Star Wars. I'm saying specifically a Disney company release. It's not under Marvel. It's not under Star Wars. It's not under Pixar. What Disney movie was original? Name
Yeah, but
one.
most of the
Wreck-It
good stuff
Ralph
is
just
something
came
old.
out.
Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph is
Ralph
just
came out.
fucking a potpourri of fucking video games. I don't count that shit. What's
Zootopia, Moana.
okay? There you go. There you go. Zootopia. That's an original idea. There you go.
Yeah, that was
Finally.
good. I don't know, but the
Big
best
Hero
work
6
is
doesn't
not
count. It's based off
original.
of a comic.
Yeah, it is based off a comic.
Yeah.
Damn. Can't please you anyway.
Space Jam's not a Disney movie.
No, we like
You're cutting out, E-Rich. What'd you say?
was the last movie that they brought out that was original was Space Jam. That's the last original Disney movie.
Wait, when is Space Jam 2 coming out in 2019?
Are we gonna see this one?
And not in 2019, as far as I know.
Oh,
Maybe next year.
All right, after that, Godzilla King of the Monsters, which looks fucking great.
Yeah, that looks cool.
yeah.
Rocket Man, the whatchamacallit movie with Eggsy from
Yeah, Eggsy's playing
Elton John.
Elton John, and it's not like a real biopic. It's more of like a fantasy biopic. It looks cool. Michael says, have ER replace E-Rich on Is It Kino with Florian around. There's already too much soy. Wow.
Fucking
ER. Who the fuck is ER?
He's a YouTuber who makes edgy jokes, so naturally everybody calls him a Nazi. You know, what are you gonna do?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix on the 7th. We already talked about that. Men in Black International on the 14th. What do you guys think about that?
Sure.
I like the 2 leads.
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
The movie doesn't look good.
Yeah, I don't care about Men in Black, but I like Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, so maybe I'll check it out.
Right.
Oh, I love Man in Black. I grew up with them.
Toy Story 4 on the 21st of June, which doesn't look good.
I'll be excited for
That
that
trailer.
as soon as I see the Rotten Tomato score being over 98. I'll be excited. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really upset.
98? That's a high bar.
Well, no, it's not a high bar because all 3 of the movies have 100%, other than Toy Story 3 having
Jesus.
1 negative review. So if they decided to bring it back again and it's not another perfect film, then I'm gonna be pissed. Stop doing Toy Story. It better be literally 100% like the other ones, or else why did they do it?
Right. Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing it. Fucking, you had a perfect ending with Toy Story 3. Why would you throw that away?
I don't even remember what happened.
All right, what's next?
There's a movie called Ford versus Ferrari, directed by James Mangold, who did Logan, and starring Christian Bale and Matt Damon.
Well,
could be good.
I'm signed up already, just based off of those 3 names.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a weird title, Jesus.
There's also a movie. It doesn't have a title yet. It's just untitled Danny Boyle / Richard Curtis film. I love Danny Boyle, so I'll probably see it.
Did
I think it's like
Danny Boyle directed 127 Hours, right?
Yes, he did.
That's pure Kino, one of my favorite movies.
Absolutely. I think this movie's supposed to be about a world where the Beatles does not exist. And
sounds like a paradise.
And someone comes up with the Beatles songs and becomes famous.
Oh my god.
Sounds very strange.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Interesting. Huh.
Why didn't he
Oh,
just
I
time
forgot to
travel before the Beatles existed and then just stole their idea?
Yeah, right. I forgot to mention Brightburn, which is a Superman horror movie, apparently.
Wait,
Like, what if Superman
what's
was
it
evil?
called?
Brightburn?
Who's directing this? Is it a DC movie?
No, it's neither of anybody. Like, it's not really Superman. It's basically what if a superpowered person was evil.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Who's directing it?
I don't know the guy directing it, but it's produced by James Gunn, so he
Okay.
definitely can do that kind of
So
stuff.
there's going to be a whole bunch of pedophile jokes in the movie.
Yep.
Oh no.
He was saving all the pedo jokes for that movie.
No, he saved him for his Twitter 10 years ago.
Shit. Spider-Man: Far From Home. You see the trailer for that?
Yeah, looks fine to me. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Looks pretty good. Jake Gyllenhaal back as Mysterio. You know, Jake Gyllenhaal was supposed to replace Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2.
Is somebody's Godzilla alarm going off outside?
Yeah, that's my Godzilla alarm.
Sounds like there's something horrible happening over there.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. The Lion King remake in
Nope, not seeing the Lion King remake.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Kinoest Kino that ever Kino.
That's other than Avengers Endgame, that is my most hyped movie of the year.
Yeah, not only a Manson family murders movie, a Quentin Tarantino Manson family murder.
I don't even care about what it's about. It's a Tarantino
Starring
movie.
Leo.
Yeah, Leo and Brad Pitt return. Two of my favorite Tarantino movies, two of the best actors from those movies coming together in a new Tarantino adventure that isn't a Western. How can I not be excited?
So wait, you don't like Westerns then?
I like both of his Westerns. I don't know why he did two of them in a row.
Right.
I wanted some variety.
Westerns, damn it.
Can I say two words that are going to ruin this movie for you?
Western movie.
no.
Lena Dunham is in the movie.
Maybe she'll get killed.
She's part of the Manson family, so she probably won't be killed.
Well, whatever. I don't give a shit about Lena Dunham.
Okay.
The FBI donated $2 to let me know that they got me. So thanks, FBI.
Nice.
Oh, now I get it.
Florian, are
I
you
read
excited
that.
for this?
I was
Are you excited for the 9th Quentin Tarantino movie, the penultimate film in his career?
What's it about?
Who cares?
The Manson family murders.
I don't know. I'm not
literally
really
said
into
this.
murderers. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm not into murderers. Guess we'll see. But I guess I'll see it anyways.
Do you like
'cause why
Tarantino
not?
movies at all?
Yeah, they're all right. He made Django, right? Is that him?
Yeah.
Dead N-word storage.
Yikes.
he's
Erich,
got
why?
good stuff.
That's the first thing that comes to mind from his storied career as an artist.
Yeah, right.
You just think of the one time that they said the N-word.
Wow. Can you really blame me for thinking of the N-word when I think of Quentin Tarantino? Because he just uses it all the time in his movies.
All right, what's the next movie?
All right, next movie is Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, I am actually excited for this one. That looks cool.
The idea of putting Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson together for a movie is pretty good. And then
Yeah.
Idris Elba might be the villain.
Awesome.
It might be the best Fast and Furious movie.
Mm-hmm. We already talked about New Mutants. That's probably not be good. Dora the Explorer.
What?
It stars
Isabella
Isabella Monet or Moner.
Yeah.
But she still isn't 18, so she's not hot enough or old enough for me to go see a movie just because she's hot. Once she turns 18, she will be must view for me. But for now,
wait. She will be 18 when the movie comes out.
yeah, but she wasn't when they filmed it. So, and
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care about Dora the Explorer enough to go see the film, unless like William Dafoe was voicing
But
Slifer
isn't
the Fox.
Benicio del Toro voicing Swiper?
Oh, well, no, now that's a different
Which is
story.
The most insane cast.
That does
Man,
sound
this
interesting.
is so bizarre because it's such a bad ground material, but I guess it could be good somehow.
Artemis Fowl. I remember reading those books as a kid.
Yeah, I like the books, but the trailer for the movie was horrible.
It looks so fucking weird. It just looks dumb. Oh god.
And I mean, I'm just gonna say it: the casting for the butler, not what I had in mind. But let's move on.
Yeah. Let's see here. Where Do You Go, Bernadette? Directed.
You,
I don't know
you
why
cut out.
Linklater's
What'd you
making
say?
that movie. Where
Say
Did
that
You Go,
again.
Bernadette? Directed by Richard Linklater.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why he's doing that.
When is the adulthood movie coming out? We got like another 9 years on that one.
Good question. I think they still have to film that for about 30 years or so.
Is that real? Are they really doing that?
They better be.
Was that any good, Boyhood?
It's not great, but it's interesting. It's cool. I mean,
I dislike it. I think it's bad.
Oh, I like it, but I
Boy,
don't
it's
think it's
bad.
amazing.
12 Years a Boy.
Yeah?
Let's hear. Angel Has Fallen, which is the sequel to London Has Fallen.
Wait, so which city is falling this time?
I don't know what Angel is supposed to be.
Is it Los Angeles?
Wait, is this the one with Gerald Butler or the one?
Yeah, Gremlin Battler.
Okay. I can never pronounce his name.
Yeah, where the fuck does this take place?
I don't know.
The fuck?
It's a mystery.
Is this the third in a trilogy?
Yes, it is the third in a trilogy.
They did the White House one, and then they did the London one. Where does Angel? What is he protecting this time?
I don't know. I have no idea. All right, It Chapter 2 on September 6th.
I don't know if I've seen it. I guess I must have seen it.
You excited for It Chapter 2, Florian?
For the clown?
Yeah, now all the kids are adults.
I haven't seen the first one. I don't know.
Oh.
Are they going to do an adult orgy?
with Jessica Chastain?
Yeah. Ooh, Jessica. That's such great fucking casting.
And,
James McAvoy's in that too.
Yeah, and Bill Hader, I think.
Bill Hader, he's good.
Yeah, that movie will probably be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Downton Abbey, the movie.
What?
Jesus.
Yep.
With all the same cast?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. I'm not gonna see it, but that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen the show.
I don't know anything else that comes out in September. I don't know about any of these, so fuck it all. All right, last one I want to mention.
At least name them. I wanna hear.
All right. Spies in Disguise, which is a animated movie with Will Smith, Tom Holland, Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Jones.
It's a cartoon where Will Smith is a pigeon.
I know nothing about it.
He's like a spy who gets his brain put into a pigeon, and it looks horrible.
Wow. All right. The Kitchen, which I don't know anything about this movie.
No.
Starring Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, Elizabeth
Oh,
Moss.
sounds funny.
Common, Domhnall Gleeson, Margot Martindale.
Domhnall Gleeson, what is he doing in this?
I don't know.
This movie
What
might
the
be
fuck is this
the comedy event of the year.
I don't know what this movie is.
Huh.
Oh, shit. All right. What else? Abominable. I don't know anything about this movie either.
So many movies.
It's an animated movie, probably about the Abominable Snowman.
Oh, great.
Jesus.
The Hunt, which doesn't even have a fucking link to it.
Okay.
And The Art of Racing in the Rain. Don't know anything about this.
No.
And not to forget Star Wars.
We're not there
That's
yet.
in fucking December.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Jesus, I thought we'd be at December by now.
All right, the Joker movie.
He's gonna
with,
say the N-word.
Joaquin Phoenix. Oh, will he say the N-word?
I heard that it's already rated NC-17 for how much he says the N-word in it.
Wow, the absolute madman.
Wait, who? The Joker?
Yeah, the Joker. He says the N-word in the new Joker movie.
They're making a Addams Family movie. It's animated. It stars Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not Hotel Transylvania, is it?
Yes, it's Hotel Transylvania.
Not again.
Who else is
who
else is doing voices in that movie? I remember being impressed by the cast.
Charlize Theron, Chloe Grace Moretz, Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things.
That's right, Chloe. That's why they were freaking out on 4chan about it, because Chloe's in it.
Nick Kroll is also good.
Yeah.
Zombieland 2. Is this really a thing that happened?
Yeah, I hear that Bill Murray is coming back for that one.
Bill Murray was in that?
Yeah, he's in Zombieland. That's like the big twist, is that he's pretending to be a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that at the end?
Nah, it's like a whole scene in the middle of the movie.
Right.
Oh.
And then they kill him, I think. So maybe he'll come back as an actual zombie.
Wow.
What about this? A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which is Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers movie.
I think we are primed for an actual Mr. Rogers biopic after watching that documentary last year. So, and Tom Hanks
just looks wrong as him.
Oh, whatever. Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks in any role. I think I'll be excited for this one.
Sheepover will be excited for Farmageddon, a Shaun the Sheep movie.
Oh boy, maybe the first ever
Shaun
sheep
the
review.
Sheep.
Yep, Shaun the Sheep. All right, Terminator 6.
Nope.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nope.
Charlie's Angels remake.
I mean, I'll see Terminator.
Yeah, I know you will.
Won't you?
Who's gonna be in the Charlie's
Probably.
Angels remake?
Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, Ella Balinska. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Who's playing Charlie?
Patrick Stewart looks like.
Oh well.
Angels.
I don't know if I'll see that, but it sounds funny.
Sonic the Hedgehog, where Jim Carrey being the Eggman.
Yep, definitely seeing that one.
Kingsman: The Great Game, which I believe is a
why
Kingsman.
Why did Florian mute
know.
himself?
I don't know. He's probably done.
Just blew my nose.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, third Kingsman movie. Hype for that, no matter
Sweet,
what it
yeah.
is.
Can't wait.
I didn't know it was coming out this year. That's great.
Yeah,
like the
November 8th.
second
That's
one?
really quick.
Yeah, I love both Kingsman movies.
Sweet, yeah, they're great.
I didn't care much for the second one.
Well, you're a cuck.
Let's see here. Yeah, I know. Frozen 2.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. There's no other better reaction.
Man, no. They're gonna have another fucking Let It Go song, and we will have to spend another 4 years escaping this new song. It's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be... God damn it. We just barely escaped the Frozen fever, and now it's coming back in full swing.
Can't avoid it.
You think it'll be as big?
Oh, man. I bet it'll be bigger. I bet this movie will break the box office records like never before. I swear to God. Disney is going to make $50 billion this year. I guarantee it.
All right, let's get through the rest of this shit. Knives Out, the Rian Johnson directed movie starring Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Lakeith Stanfield, Michael Shannon, Ana de Armas from Blade Runner 2049, Don Johnson, Jamie Lee Curtis, Toni Collette, Catherine Langford, and Christopher Plummer.
I bet it will subvert my expectations.
I think it'll be great. Jumanji 3.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, it's called Jumanji 3?
Yes.
So
that's currently what
so
it's called.
The Rock Jumanji was supposed to be a sequel to the first one. It wasn't a reboot.
Well, it was
Yes.
2, wasn't it?
It was called Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, but
really,
yeah,
it wasn't
this one's-
called Jumanji 2. Wow,
Nope. Maybe in Austria they decided.
Why did I remember it wrong? Yeah, that might be actually, but probably
Yeah,
not.
they changed the titles all kinds of shit. Star Wars Episode 9.
Finally.
Now, E-Rich, you should actually be terrified of this movie, right?
Regardless of what happens in the movie, I will be shit on for my opinion on it.
Well, no, because E-Rich, he hated the J.J. Abrams Episode 7. He loved Rian Johnson's Episode 8. And now J.J. is going to course correct everything that Rian Johnson ruined in the 8th one for this 9th one. So I think the Episode 8 might be the only movie you like in the new trilogy.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
I think the chances of me liking Episode 9 are higher because of Episode 8, but
no, because you liked Episode 8 and because J.J. Abrams is not Rian Johnson, I think he's going to ruin a lot of the things that you liked.
No, there's no way J.J. Abrams gonna pull the same shit where he just remakes the old movie. Surely that's impossible now.
It's not. He will. He's going to remake Episode 6. That is my prediction.
How is it possible? So much has changed now with Episode 8.
It really hasn't. It's still just a small rebel group up against a big empire.
It's basically non-existent. There's like 10 members now.
So,
How
I mean,
will you do
how
it?
big of a group did they have at the beginning of Episode 6?
I don't know, like 200 probably. Way
they
more.
have giant ships in Episode 6 too.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking remake, and all these subverted expectations will be put back into place.
It's not even comparable in any way because Kylo is now the new leader, and all he wants is like, I don't know. I guess he wants Rey.
No,
who knows?
Kylo had character development, and then they decided, no, let's not embrace the new thing. Let's just have him still be the evil guy who wants to crush the rebellion or whatever. So I think it'll be the same shit.
I think he always wanted evil, but he wanted to have a girl as well.
Well, ultimately, it does. Even if you're right, character motivations don't fucking matter because director to director, they're just changing it to make it whatever they want for the story they want to tell. And JJ very obviously and clearly will do whatever the studio tells him and just remake a movie like he did the first time.
That is not true at all.
It's not true at all. It's exactly what he did.
Bad Robot is co-producing the movie, and he changed shit before the movie came out, and people at Lucasfilm had no fucking idea what he had changed.
Well, he probably changed it to make it even more of a carbon copy of Episode 4. Why do you have faith in J.J. Abrams?
I'm not saying have faith in J.J. Abrams. I'm saying make the movie he wants to make, and they'll go along with it because he's J.J. Abrams, and Episode 7 made like $2 billion.
Well, if Episode 7 was the movie he wanted to make, then that's just a guarantee that Episode 9 will be more of what you didn't like.
Damn.
But you're speaking all of my worst fears.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying you should not be hyped for this movie.
Yeah. All right, Cats.
Fuck no.
Cats, and here's the kicker, directed by Tom Hooper, who made Les Miserables and made that awful.
Hey, that wasn't so bad.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck you, Florian.
You fucking idiot.
You're not going to win this one. Neither of us liked it.
No.
Really? Wow.
I hate that movie. And Cats, I'm going to pretend Cats doesn't exist. I'm not going to see Cats.
I mean, I haven't even seen the original Cats. I can't even imagine.
It's a musical.
Cats. I know. How does it work? How does it have cats in it? Damn it!
The humans are wearing
cats.
prosthetics, and from what I've heard, the musical has no plot. It's just a series of new cat characters being introduced and singing songs.
Oh no, that sounds fucking awful.
The
worst thing is, I will probably see this. I will probably watch this movie with.
Well, I'll watch any musicals. I'll probably see it. Who's in it?
Jennifer Hudson, Taylor Swift, Ian McKellen, James Corden.
Yikes!
James Corden. Fuck. Idris Elba, Laurie Davidson, Judi Dench. Rebel Wilson is in it as well. Fuck.
I guess I'm excited to see Taylor Swift in a sexy cat outfit, but otherwise I don't know what this movie's gonna do for me.
You don't think she'll be in a full fursuit?
The combination of furries and Taylor Swift fans are going to be so fucking horny.
I bet there'll be no one watching it in the cinema.
What if the movie is them wearing generic furry suits the whole time? Would that make you more? Yeah, I think then I would see it because it would be like a horrible nightmare.
Really bad ones that don't have a mouth that opens or anything.
Like you see at those furry convention cringe compilation videos.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that every movie that's coming out this year?
There's 2 more movies I want to mention. Little Women, which is a Greta Gerwig movie, starring Saoirse Ronan, Emma Watson, Florence Pugh.
But isn't this like Little Women? You know, this is a story of all these women living on the prairie in like the 1800s, but now they're doing a modernized version of it in 2019.
No, it says 1860s Massachusetts.
What?
Yeah.
That can't be. I saw a trailer for this fucking movie, and it takes place in the modern day. Am I going crazy?
I don't think you saw a trailer for this movie because it comes out in December, and usually they don't put trailers out for movies a year ahead of time.
What? But there's some sort of Little Women movie that's coming out soon that takes place in the modern day. I swear to fucking God.
Maybe it's like a miniseries or something. It's not a movie.
I saw this in the movie theater.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh wait,
I don't know.
It was a 2018 movie?
Maybe.
Oh no, we just missed it.
Yeah, this was a 2018 movie called Little Women, a retelling of Louisa May Alcott's classic novel in the modern day. That came out last year, and now they're doing an authentic adaptation this year. That's crazy.
Damn.
Don't dodge the bullet there. Who'd want to see a modern day adaptation?
I wouldn't want to see any adaptations. They all sound horrible.
All right, one more movie. Call of the Wild, which is the famous Jack London story. It stars Harrison Ford, Dan Stevens, Omar Sy, and Karen Gillan. Also, my girl from The Expanse, Cara G, who's fucking great.
So when are we gonna get the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie, huh?
Oh, the question on everybody's mind.
I know. I can't wait.
I think Disney's going to reboot it without Jack Sparrow.
Oh no!
What's the point?
I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely need him.
There's another movie on here called 1917, but I don't know anything about it. It's directed by Sam Mendes, who did Skyfall and Spectre.
Sounds like
so
a World
he's
War One movie.
he's only good half the time.
Yeah, right.
Oof.
Also, Kevin Spacey movie American Beauty.
Oh, I thought you meant
What?
there's a new Kevin Spacey movie coming out. I
No,
was
no,
very
no.
excited.
All right, man. I wish
Me too.
I'd see that.
Let him be Frank.
They should they should remake American Beauty with Kevin Spacey in the same role. The girl is the same age. She's like 16.
No, make it a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's even better.
We're very progressive now. There can be gay relationships in movies, E-Rich.
Gay pedophilic relationships. Oh my god.
It's not pedophilic when they're 16, Florian. That's the age of consent in American Beauty Land. It's a beautiful love story between man and boy. I mean, man and man.
Well, my favorite movie last year was a love story between man and boy.
Yeah, how's it?
Call Me by Your Name.
How would that be any different than Call Me by Your Name?
It's identical. Damn it.
It is. You can't say it's not.
And then
That movie was like on the cusp of being acceptable.
I mean,
actually, that's kind of close to what happened in American Beauty, anyways, because he thinks that the father thinks the boy is gay, and then he kills him.
Yeah, Chris Cooper.
Yeah, so it'd be basically the same movie, only that he's got a boner for the other kid this time. Oh man.
well, is that it? Are we all out of movies?
That's the last movie of 2019.
Sounds like it's
We
going to
fucking did it,
be
boys.
a kinotastic year, folks.
Yeah.
So
We'll
the
see.
Marvel movies come out in the early part of the year, not
Yeah. Usually they're pretty well spread out, but we got 3 movies within like 3 months of each other.
Well, I can't wait for Endgame. What a long time that has been.
Mumkey, other than Far From Home, is Endgame kind of like Marvel movie?
You cut out. What'd you say?
Other than Far From Home, is Endgame going to be your last kind of big event Marvel movie?
Your last one? I don't know.
It'll be the last one that I care about. I think I'll still probably see them, but once the story wraps up in Endgame, I can't imagine still being as hyped or still caring about any of it.
So if Doctor Strange 2 comes out, will you be excited to see Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I'll be excited for that.
I won't, since I didn't like Doctor Strange 1.
But did you like his character in Avengers?
I did like him in Avengers.
Yeah, so it sounds like they fixed him.
Yep, that was different writers.
Well, you didn't like his movie, but his character? But is the whole movie just about his character? Well, I guess
Well, Doctor Strange 1 was a bit of a formulaic superhero
Rehash,
movie.
right.
But now that they don't have to do the introduction to the character, I think they can really expand and do some cool shit with the sequel.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't like that director, writer, so.
Oh, are they doing the same director again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I wonder if he gets his time stone back.
Well, there's only
His-
one way to find out.
Yeah, right.
Damn. Maybe he gets a different one and then he does different tricks this time.
Interesting. All right,
Somebody
guys,
else.
I gotta go.
Alrighty, I guess we'll wrap it up there then. E-Rich, Florian, thank you for joining us for another live stream. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to go hop on a plane in like 12 hours and go across the country to go hang out with a real friend, Asterios
Yes.
Kokonos. You guys are
Goddamn.
fake
Say-
friends. Hashtag
Say
fake
hi
friends.
say hi to Asterios for me and give him a Vulcan. What's the Vulcan hand?
This shit?
What is that called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh, I
shit.
know.
Yeah.
Give him one of those from me.
Alrighty. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time with more something.
We'll see.
Something. Woo.